The black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K, Duke, full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And be sure to ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. Hamrothstein, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account, my Facebook account, my Twitter account, and my IG. Salute, salute, salute. And as well, my Twitch account. Shout out to everybody that's watching this shit, man. I apologize for me being tardy. I had to wait for my wife to come back to watch my son because I didn't want to be going in and he start crying and I got to get up and stop the show. So I apologize for everybody up in this bitch. But having said all of that, before I get into what I really want to get into, I want to give a quick shout out to my brother, B-Mac. Most of you guys know him as the Mac Mob, a.k.a. Shaq Diesel, a.k.a. The Undertaker, because he give out choke slams and tombstones for lacing his boy E-Thriller up with a brand new spanking microphone. Because on my last few live streams, my mic been going in and out, and I wasn't knowing, and y'all telling me in the chat, and I'm listening to it on the playback like, God damn, like I thought the shit was on. So before I get started, shout out to my big bro once again, man. I really appreciate you for saving me $150. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? And two, can somebody in the chat let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clearly before I get into what I'm about to get into? Somebody drop something in the chat. Drop a thumbs up, put a number 3 up in this bitch, or say Mac Mob or E-Thriller or Black Picasso, BP, something. Y'all let me know if I sound good, because I am so excited to have a brand new fucking microphone, right? But anyway, okay, y'all in the chat, y'all hear me? All right, shout out to everybody. Make sure you smash that like button. So without further ado, y'all see the name of the title of the show. It says, the hate for Terence Crawford on YouTube is unreal. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. The shit is out of control. This shit has been out of control for years, like ever since I've been popping my shit on YouTube. And I mean, I just see haters just coming out the woodworks, making up stories, right? Niggas clickbaiting Terence Crawford to death, saying shit that he ain't really said. I mean, no factual receipts, no evidence, no nothing when it comes to Terence Crawford, because for one, we know the nigga don't do interviews anyway. And for two, whenever he do interviews, he don't really talk about numbers. He don't talk about purse splits. He don't talk about the shit that goes on behind the scenes. So why are you niggas clickbaiting this man to death? I just want to know why. Why? You niggas make me so sick doing this bullshit, because how many times are you guys going to cast aspersions on the great Terence Bud Crawford name and his legacy every single goddamn time I look up? I mean, the shit is getting mad annoying. And I already know what you're saying, especially my haters and the Earlsexuals. They're saying, E-Thriller's always fucking with us. He's always fucking with us, right? Which is absolutely true, because it is my pleasure, in my pop's voice on Friday, rest in peace, to expose all of you fucking clowns for lying and coming up with these bogus ass, fictitious ass narratives that I have to deal with on a daily basis, because some of y'all subscribers, I don't know why, but the niggas keep coming to my channel posting inaccurate bullshit. So once I shut the shit down, these niggas come in droves. I mean, it's just like they be swarming me. Like every time I look up, niggas posting some false information, and I'm sitting back thinking, Well, where's this shit coming from? It has to be coming from some of you motherfucking YouTube content creators who just post bullshit all day. And I ain't got no beef with y'all. I really don't. This isn't personal. This is just boxing talk. But one thing I will say is this. Whenever your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, go live or make a video or drop one of my parts 1 through 17, the majority of the shit I say, 95% of the shit is going to be factual. It's going to be receipts to back up whatever claims I'm making, whether you think it's an opinion or a fact. I am going to have some sort of receipt to show you niggas what the fuck I'm talking about to back up my claims. But then you have these dudes on YouTube and some of you fans on fucking in these Facebook groups and on IG and Twitter. Oh my God. The shit that these niggas be saying on Twitter. I mean, these niggas would say anything. I read something the other day, y'all, that said Terence Crawford wants 80-20. I mean, real shit on Twitter. He wants 80-20 his way. Now, when in the fuck did Terence Crawford ever say that? I wait. I will fucking wait. As a matter of fact, let me turn my fan on. I'm getting hot. Oh, shit. Niggas making up shit and clickbaiting and lying on Terence Crawford and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to dispel or debunk rather 2 talking points that I've been getting on my page within the last several weeks, right? So number 1, let's talk about this whole Terence Crawford is stalling the fight. Terence Crawford is holding up the fight bullshit that has been floating on my goddamn YouTube channel for about 2 to 3 weeks now, because let me go to the goddamn receipt. And first of all, let me remove this shit. I'm just talking this shit. Y'all can't even see my avatar. All right, there I go. Yeah, man. So let me do this share screen. I came locked and loaded tonight like a baked potato. Where are we, E Thriller? Let's go out to let's do this in chronological order. Let's go to what Tim Smith said about the fight before I move on to Stephen Espinoza. So as you can see in this article, coming on the worldboxingnews.net, Al Heyman VP explains Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford pay-per-view problem. And as I scroll down on a recent PBC podcast, Smith explained why it doesn't make for good reading as far as fans are concerned. He said, and I quote, "Economics is the reason you don't want to insult a guy like Terence Crawford. He is a tremendous talent. I'm not taking anything from his talent," said Smith. But Crawford hasn't been built into a pay-per-view star. Now, let me stop this real quick. Now, I mean, the last time I checked, when has a Yordanis Ugas ever been a pay-per-view star? Or what about Sean Porter? Or what about Danny Garcia? You understand what I'm saying? When have those niggas ever became a pay-per-view star? I wait. I digress on that point. Back to what the fuck I was talking about. So he said, and I quote, "I'm not saying that to throw shade at the guy, but you got to go on his track record. You got to go and look at what he's done in the pay-per-views, fights he's been involved in," he added. And then he also went on to say, "It's not my job to tell anybody how to tell Crawford how to make him a pay-per-view star." And then he also said, "We have enough work on our hands trying to make our own guys into pay-per-view stars, but he just hasn't been built. Trust me, if there was money in him fighting Errol Spence where he could get what he wants and Errol could get what he wants, the fight would get made." He said, "But you don't want to insult this guy," he concluded. Okay, so that's receipt number 1, right? So let me remove this, and I got about 50 people in this bitch with 46 likes. Can the other 4 people that's eye hustling like my big brother Mac Mob say, can y'all hit the goddamn like button? Because of course, once I get done saying whatever the fuck I gotta say, I'm gonna read the comments and then I'm gonna drop the goddamn link for anybody that want to come on who want to agree or disagree with E Thriller. I really don't give a flying fuck. You niggas know this. So let me share my screen. Let's go to the next receipt. Exhibit B. Let's go out to Stephen Espinoza. We all know he runs Showtime Sports. Let's see what he had to say about the fight. Hold on. Let me mute my screen, Mike, because
or at least intermediaries. Where does that stand right now? How positive and confident are you that that fight can come to fruition?
Well, it's very.
And for the record, YouTube, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. DJ Thriller, roll that clip.
Very, very possible, and more possible now. But like I've said, you know, it really, at the end of the day, is up to two things. One is, do the fighters want to fight? And that is beyond a shadow of a doubt, both of them do want to fight. And then the second point is, you know, is everyone going to be reasonable about the deals? And look, I'm all for fighters getting paid. Like everybody knows, you know, that you know, they put a lot on the line and they deserve it. But it's got to be a financially viable fight. So it's a big fight. Is it Mayweather-Pacquiao? You know, it's not. You know, and very few things are.
Okay, so y'all heard the man said, is it Mayweather Pacquiao? Probably not, right? Well, would you niggas believe me if I were to tell you? I had a nigga post some shit on my channel today saying that, oh, Steven Espinoza said Terence Crawford wants Mayweather Pacquiao money. And I'm like, nigga, no, he didn't. He said they have to be realistic and think that this is not going to be a Mayweather type and Pacquiao type of fight, right? He clearly just said that, but you got niggas, once again, I don't know where they get the information from, but they come on my channel lying and spewing nonsense. But let me continue to roll this clip. Let me mute my audio.
But, you know, if people are looking for Mayweather-Pacquiao money, then it's going to be a problem. But if people are realistic in getting a fight done, then a deal can be made. And so I think that's really the issue now. It comes down to, okay, we're past the conceptual part. What are the numbers? What's it going to take to make this fight? And that's where we're at right now. And I'm not pointing fingers and saying anybody's not being unreasonable, but that's what we need to figure out now. Is there a reasonable way to make this fight?
Right. Thank you so much.
All right, so y'all heard what Steven Espinoza had to say. So basically, it sounds like they are currently in negotiations. So no, a contract has not been sent. So once again, I don't know why a lot of you cats keep coming on my channel saying that shit. Oh, tell Terence Crawford to sign the contract. Tell your boy E-Thriller to sign the goddamn contract. Why he ain't accepting the 55-45, the 80-20, the 70-30, the 60-40, and all this other bullshit. But to make matters worse, if that wasn't enough coming from the horse's mouth, Steven Espinoza, who would know a thing or two about what's going on behind closed doors as far as negotiations is concerned, right? But in terms of that, let's go out to Floyd Money Mayweather, because this interview was just the other goddamn day. And Floyd Mayweather said this. Where is my tab? I got about 50 million tabs in this shit. All right, here we go. Share screen. And for the record, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Run it, Thriller.
Great person.
What do you think of Spence Crawford? Two great fighters. You know both of them personally.
Yeah, and I seen you know, sometimes on I think it's ESPN, a couple of times you guys had seen me go out there and say certain things are false. When I tell you certain things are false, when I go out there and say, when I speak about certain things, please listen to me. I'm not just saying this. A lot of times a fighter may retweet something. Remember, I'm behind the scenes. So sometimes a fighter can retweet something, you know, just to get the people out of their seats or get the people going. And Errol Spence, hell of a fighter. Terence Crawford, hell of a fighter. But I seen, if I'm not mistaken, someone threw a date out there or a month.
October 28th, they said in Vegas.
Not
We don't.
true.
Okay, and right there, he's talking about ESPN's Mike Coppinger, who came up with that bogus ass thing, talking about, oh, the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered. Canelo and Triple G3 is the holdup because they plan on making a fight in September. So they had an October date. So you can clearly hear Floyd Money Mayweather, a man who has built the PBC on his fucking back, put it on his back and his shoulders, right? Is telling you that is absolutely not true. He didn't say they wasn't in negotiations, but as far as the fight being signed, sealed, and delivered, I repeat, signed, sealed, and delivered, it is absolutely not true. But let's finish this interview. Hold on.
Yeah.
Not true. Not true. Now, when it's true, y'all hear from me first, or y'all hear from Fight Hype.
Lemons.
Okay, so the man clearly said, if the fight happens, you will either hear from me first or fight hype. So that lets you know Floyd has some sort of input, some sort of say-so on what the fuck is going on behind closed doors when it comes to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, who, let's be honest, he's been real buddy with lately. I mean, we've been seeing him and Bud in the same fucking, places and ambiances, whether it's at a strip club or a nightclub or, at the Hall of Fame. Floyd Mayweather's been in his ear. Floyd is saying little slick shit to try to get him and to try to make this fucking fight happen, because Floyd has been quoted on many occasions saying, for one, Terence Crawford is the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and two, he would love to work with Terence Crawford, whether it's a joint venture or something like that. He would love to work with him because he know what it takes to make a superstar. That's what he said. I didn't say it. That's what Floyd said. But since we just debunked that bullshit, let's go to the second thing that I just absolutely, positively love to talk about, which is where my banner at, was the goddamn resume shit. Everybody loves to talk about Terence Crawford resume, right? Everybody love to say this man ain't fought nobody. He ain't did shit at 147. All of your accolades, you can't bring none of that to the table whenever it comes to negotiations with Errol the Truth Spence, aka the Big Fish. Everybody wants to hold this man to a standard we have never held any other fighter to. And I just want to know why. Why do you niggas do this shit to Terence Crawford? Because one of the greatest things about Manny Pacquiao and Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins, and I can go on and on. But the fact that they moved up from not one weight classes, but multiple weight classes and did what they did in the next weight class, that's what built the fight into what it came out to be, like the anticipation. Like, we didn't take shit away from Manny Pacquiao for moving up how many weight divisions? 7 or 8? We didn't take shit from Floyd moving up all these goddamn weight classes, or Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, or Oscar De La Hoya, or Bernard Hopkins, or Roy Jones. You understand what I'm saying? So why do we do this shit with Terence Bud Crawford? I will wait, because it's reasons like that, and arguments, dumbass arguments, might I add, is the reason why Terence Bud Crawford sister said what she said today. And this is the reason why we're here tonight, because she said, and I quote, "The hate is real on YouTube. You would think these motherfuckers are in negotiations for this fight. How they're talking. Watch, every last one of them is going to be trying to get an interview come fight week. I might call their asses out too. It's pick a side season, and I'm watching." End quote. Now, do y'all see the picture I'm trying to paint? I mean, where did she tell a lie? Because I can make a legitimate argument that Terence Crawford is the most hated boxer on YouTube, and it ain't even fucking close. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because he isn't open to the media. He doesn't really do interviews. I don't know if it's his personality, because he's a mean guy. I don't know what it could be. It could be that he's a family man. He plays COD. He shoot his guns. He get in the ring and kick ass. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what it could be. It could be a combination of all of those things. But whatever the case may be, this is just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know in the chat. Is Terence Crawford the most hated boxer in YouTube to date? Because I think so. Y'all let me know something in the chat. As a matter of fact, let me remove this shit. Back to what I was saying, because let's go down this shit, because everybody love to talk about the PBC. Oh, the PBC. They got the best fighters. Why did he re-sign with Top Rank in 2018? He should have went to the PBC. He would have got the fight with Errol Spence. He would have got the fight with Keith Thurman. He would have got the fight with Danny. He would have got the fight with Sean and Ugas, and the list goes on and on. So, and I can't forget about Mikey Garcia. And speaking of Mikey Garcia, let's hear what he had to say in terms of whenever he fought Terence Crawford in the amateurs, because Terence Crawford called that nigga out I don't know how many fucking times, y'all. But I want y'all to listen to what he said whenever he went head up with Terence Bud Crawford. Roll that
first round, he was up already like 4-0. So my dad, my brother in corner, they told me, you know what, we're mistaking the fight. We're following him when we're supposed to wait for him. I'm telling you, I mean, he's a lot taller than me, and southpaw. He turned southpaw for that fight. I was following him around, and he was up first round 4-0 or something like that. And then, so my brother, my dad actually says, you know, estamos confundiendo la pelea. We're mistaking the fight. We're following him. We're not supposed to.
Hold on, y'all. I got about 79 people in this bitch with 62 likes. Can the other people hit the like button? Pretty please. Roll that clip.
Let's wait for him. And I replied to my dad, my brother, he's already up. He ain't fucking coming close anymore. He could just run the entire night. I need to go after him now and fucking try to make something happen. So I'm chasing him even more in the second round. He keeps running around, jabbing, boxing, whatever. End of second round, he's up, I don't know, probably like 8-2, 8-3, some big difference. Mm-hmm. So one last round, like, well, we got nothing else to do. I mean, go for a fucking knockout. What else am I going to do? Yeah. So I'm chasing him again. Last round, he's running. He ends up outpointing me. I don't know. It was probably like 18-10 or some crazy number, 6-10. I don't know. So it's like, fuck, I mean, what else can I fucking do? I mean, the amateur system is different.
So basically, Mikey Garcia, what I'm taking from what you just said, as far as your clash with Terence Crawford in the amateurs, you said he was running, but I think he was probably boxing the shit out your ass, right? Because that's what most niggas say. Oh, he was running. He didn't exchange with me. He didn't want to play rock'em sock'em robots. You understand what I'm saying? So that is probably why it's starting to make sense now to me that he didn't want no smoke with Bud in the professionals, but he thought he saw something within Errol Spence that he could take advantage of because he knew Terence Crawford was going to be a fucking headache. But I digress. Let's finish rolling this shit.
3 rounds, 2 minutes. That same year, I turned pro. A few months after that, I turned pro. He fought National Pal in Oxnard. My nephew Pelos was fighting. This time, we told my nephew, don't fucking follow him. As soon as the bell rings for the first round, stay in the center, wait for him to come to you. When he comes to you, then you flurry, then you throw punches. And he was actually up the first round, like
after like the third round,
he was still up. I think he was the first round. He was up like 4-2.
Yeah.
Second round, he was up. I think like 6-5 or something, like close, but still up. And then in the third round, I think he tied up the score into like 6-6, 7-7.
Pelos up by 1. And that's when they thought it was a 3-rounder.
But then
they thought it was a 3-rounder.
We thought he was up. Well, yeah, it was, and we thought that's it. We won. But then at the end of that round, they're like, oh, fuck, there's one more round, last round.
What the fuck?
And we thought it was a 3-round. Because most of the time the preliminaries were always 3 rounds, except for like the finals, there were 4. It was like,
okay, I've heard enough of that. All I hear is excuses, moral victories, and built-in excuses. Nigga, it just sound like you got your ass kicked, bro. You just got outboxed. You can't fuck with Terence Crawford. It is what it is. Now it's all starting to make sense why Terence Crawford couldn't fight Mikey, but Earl could. But I digress on that point. Let's move over to Danny Garcia, who was another PBC fighter, right? Let me stop this because let me share this article with y'all. Let's see, Chrome tab. Where are you, Danny? Where are you, Danny? Aha! All right, so here, y'all let me know if y'all can see this shit in the chat, right? But Danny Garcia. Matter of fact, this ain't the one. Hold on, y'all. I'm going somewhere with this. Let me share this other tab real quick. I got about 50 tabs. Oh, I got a lot of receipts, y'all. Just bear with me. Where we at? Where we at? Danny, where are you? Danny, where are you? Here you go, right here. All right, so it says, and I quote, this is coming from ringtv.com. Top Rank wanted Terence Crawford versus Danny Garcia, right? And then if you scroll down, it says March of 2019. So he was trying to fight Danny Garcia before Danny Garcia even fought Errol Spence, just FYI. But anyway, if you read this article, right, it's telling you how they wanted to get the fight or make the fight in Madison Square Garden between Terence Crawford and Danny Garcia. And then they wanted this fight to actually be Terence Crawford's first pay-per-view bout on ESPN Plus. Todd DeBuff and Carl Moretti recounted to the Ring on Tuesday the details of the offer delivered to Angel Garcia, who is once again Danny Garcia's father / head trainer, to meet Crawford, 34-0, 25 knockouts in a welterweight title fight on the same day. The offer presented by Moretti during a phone call with Angel, $3 million guaranteed plus upside of the pay-per-view revenue. But for whatever reason, I guess Team Garcia decided to go against Adrian Granados, and we all know how that fight turned out, right? But just to put this shit into proper context, let me go ahead and paint this picture. Do you niggas realize that at the time, that would have been Danny Garcia's biggest payday? So you mean to tell me that Danny Garcia was offered a fight by Top Rank, the same Top Rank that, oh, y'all claim Bob Arum don't never want to make fights. Oh, Terence Crawford should have left him and went to the PBC. But they just offered this nigga his biggest payday and he didn't take the fucking fight. Angel heard the call. He listened to it, but he didn't go take the shit to Al. He didn't go take the shit to Danny, obviously, because the nigga ended up going to go fight Adrian fucking Granados. I mean, please don't make me fart. Please, please, please. So that is cherry picking at its finest, in my honest opinion. Big facts. You understand what I'm saying? But let's go to this just to show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about. This states right here, Danny Garcia's net worth. I don't give a fuck about that. But let's look at his purses. Let's go to the welterweight division. The man made $2 million against Keith Thurman. He made $2 million against Sean Porter. He made $1 million against Adrian Granados. Keep in mind, that's the same guy that he fought instead of fighting Terence Crawford, who, once again, Top Rank was offering him $3 million plus pay-per-view upside. We don't know the percentage of the pay-per-view, but we know he was being offered $3 million. And after that, he fought Ivan the Red Cash for 1.5. And then obviously he fought Errol Spence. And I believe, hold on, if I'm not mistaken, let me pull that up for y'all. I think he made 1.5 against Earl, or 1 million. Hold on, let me pull this shit up. Let me share my screen. Let me see, where am I? Y'all just bear with me, man. Share screen. Where is it? Chrome tab. I got to show y'all the fucking receipts. Where is it? Danny, okay, here you go. Purse payouts. All right, so yeah, Danny Garcia made $1 million guaranteed. He got 40% of the pay-per-view revenue, and Errol Spence made 1.5. So once again, another reason why Terence Crawford wasn't able to fight the guys that y'all wanted him to fight is because these dudes didn't want to fight. They ducked him. That's two niggas right there that I just let y'all know, that I just laid out for y'all on a fucking silver platter with a silver spoon so you can eat from the shit, showcasing that they didn't want to smoke with Terence Crawford. Now, who is the next guy on my list, Thriller? Let me stop my screen. I believe it is Keith One-Time Thurman, who is also another PBC fighter. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some water real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back, man. My apologies. Let me see. I got 109 people in here. How many likes I got? I got 77 likes. I mean, at this point, fuck, I ain't even gonna ask y'all to hit that. Just hit the like, hit dislike button, and hit something. Please hit something when you're in this bitch enjoying the festivities of the Black Picasso, aka E-Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein. But back to what I was saying. Let's go to Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman, we all know he is solely responsible for starting this Terence Crawford ain't fought nobody bullshit, because I have the proof right here. Keith Thurman. Let me see. Where is it? All right, so here we go. Once again, this is not my content. This is for educational purposes only. DJ Thriller, roll that clip.
Keith, where does Crawford fit into this?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't even really think
2A, 2B?
I mean, I don't even think he's even fought any welterweight yet. I mean, to me, I'm sorry to say, but he's barely a champion. You know what I mean? That Australian.
That's the headline.
That Australian, you know, I give me one eye, give me one arm. I would have beat that boy.
Okay, so you heard what Keith Thurman just had to say. He say he's barely a champion. Yeah, Keith Thurman, he just downplayed everybody. He downplayed Terence Crawford. He downplayed Errol Spence. He downplayed every fucking body outside of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather whenever he was on top, right? So you heard what he had to say, right? But let's listen to Terence Crawford, because once again, he tried to fight another PBC fighter, and this is coming from the horse's mouth in Terence Crawford. Let me roll y'all this clip. Chrome tab. Let me see. Terence Crawford. Where is it? Let's see. Where are we? Where did shit go? Hold on, y'all. I got all these goddamn tabs up, but I can't find this shit. Where it go? Doug me. Okay, here you go, right here. I bet. My apologies. Roll that clip.
I don't even know what Thurman got going on. He wanted to fight me for $10 million. That showed he didn't want to fight. But everybody say I don't want to fight nobody but Pacquiao and Thurman. I mean Pacquiao and Errol. I was trying to fight Thurman before the Kell Brook, because he said he wanted that work. I told Top Rank them go get that fight.
Stop the presses, bud. Stop the motherfucking presses. Did y'all just hear that man say, I told Top Rank to go get Keith Thurman instead of Kell Brook because everybody loved to rag on Bud for fighting fucking Kell Brook because he was washed up and Errol Spence broke his eye and he was damaged goods. I mean, I get the talking points. I hear the shit all the time, but shit, he was trying to fight Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman wanted $10 million when he only made, $2 million to fight the biggest star in the sport of boxing at the time, in Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. God bless him. But to me, that's pricing himself out. To me, that is a motherfucking duck. So once again, I just proved Keith Thurman didn't want the smoke. Danny Garcia obviously didn't want the smoke. And Mikey Garcia did not want the smoke. And let me get on Sean Showtime Porter because he was another guy at PBC. Whenever he had the belt, he wasn't itching and scratching to fight Terence Crawford. You know, he was trying to fight Earl. He was trying to fight Danny. He was trying to fight Keith. He was fighting all these other guys. He even fought Ugas in between all that, right? But he never tried to fight Terence Crawford until he got his ass kicked by Errol Spence, and then he lost. And then from that point on, as a matter of fact, I'll let y'all hear it for yourself. Let me roll this clip. Let's go out to Sean Porter because a lot of people like to say, oh, Sean Porter was semi-retired. He wasn't trying to beat Terence Crawford. He went in there and laid down. Well, let's listen to what Sean Porter was saying prior to the fight with Terence Bud Crawford. Roll that clip.
This fight happens, of course. Al Heyman signs off, Bob Arum signs off, Terence Crawford signs off. But do you feel it's fair to say this fight is happening because of Sean Porter more than anybody else?
I think maybe more than anybody else in this world, I probably wanted this fight. It kind of just it was a result after my fight with Errol Spence Jr. You know, people was still wanting Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, but then I started hearing they might want to see me fight Terence.
Okay, so you clearly heard the man just say, hey, man, I wanted this fight more than anybody. So that lets me know he was licking his chops, salivating at the mouth for the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford. It don't sound like he was trying to retire at all. I'm just saying, but let me finish rolling this clip.
You know, we had a conversation long ago. We weren't going to let anybody else, talk us into fight and all that, and just kind of started to think about it and be like, wow, that would be a great fight. Things happened to Errol Spence Jr. and like the world just kind of moved on. Like, hey, now let's see Sean Porter and Terence Crawford. That was 2019, and I really don't think that anyone, PBC, Top Rank, Arum, Terence himself, nobody, my dad, nobody's like really thought about that fight or fixated on it the way that I have. And so much to the point that after my fight in 2020, I said, if it's not Terence Crawford, I'm not getting back in the ring. And
okay, so you clearly just heard Sean Porter say once again, I ain't getting back in the ring unless I fight Terence Crawford. So it don't sound like he was already thinking about podcasting and broadcasting and saying all this dumb shit that you niggas been running with just because Kenny Porter said that the man didn't prepare right. He didn't train right because them niggas weren't saying any of that shit before the fight with Terence Crawford. In fact, this dude was saying, hey, I'm the only dude that can beat Terence Crawford. I got the will. I got the tenacity. I'm going to put the pressure on him, and I'm going to bother Terence Crawford, and I will be victorious. This is the type of things that Sean Porter was saying before the fight. But after he got his ass sent to sleep experts, y'all want to make these excuses and act like y'all wasn't begging for Terence Crawford to fight this dude. And once again, that points back to my original point into what Letitia Crawford was saying. You niggas are some haters on YouTube because you just make up shit on the fly. But let me continue to roll this clip.
I think I made that agreement with myself, never told my dad, and my dad was still pushing me to get in the ring and earlier this year, and never happened. And I just was holding on, and the WBO has my love and respect forever because you talk about who wanted this fight the most, who made this fight happen. I think that the WBO didn't step up and do what they did. We may not be getting this fight. So very just appreciative. Of course, I put myself in a position to become the man.
Hold on, y'all. I just got a notification. Shout out to my boy. Hold on. Let me see. Finally got a notification. Shout out to my boy Boxing Gyms, man, for that $9.99 super chat. He said, what up, chat? What up, E-Thriller? Fight fam, salute. Great job keeping it balanced with the receipts. Too many narrative channels that don't do nothing for boxing. Hey, man, I really appreciate your love and support. And y'all make sure y'all go check out Boxing Gyms, man. He be breaking that shit down like a rotisserie chicken, and I know it takes so much time. Bro, I don't know how you do it, because every time I try to make them videos, I get flagged. I don't know how you get around this shit. So salute to you, bro. I enjoy your content. Make sure each and every last one of y'all go sub up to the Boxing Gyms. Salute, salute, salute. All right, I appreciate that, Boxing Gyms. But back to Sean Porter, man. Let's finish this interview, man.
Mandatory, but you know, WBO, they stepped up and said, hey, this is the fight the world wants to see. We're gonna give it to them.
When I started by saying arguably number one pound for pound, Terence Crawford, I mean more, you know, because in terms of accomplishments, Canelo, he's earned that spot, right? But in terms of the eye test, the skills, do you feel like he might be pound for pound? You're facing the pound for pound top dog?
In the pound for pound.
Yeah.
Overall.
If we're just talking skills and fighting ability.
Canelo is my number one guy. And Terence is he's right up there. I think so. If we just make it about the welterweight division, I'm fighting the next best guy to myself. I think that when you consider everything that I have and bring to the ring, inwards and outwards, it's kind of unmatched. You know, then there's some close seconds, like Terence Crawford, like Errol Spence Jr., you know, like Keith Thurman. Keith still has his power. He still has his ability to box and his athleticism, you know. But in my division right now, I would say that, you know, I consider myself to be that guy.
You heard what he said. He considered himself to be the guy that can dethrone Terence Crawford. That's basically what he's saying. He felt like he was going to be his toughest test. And shout out to my boy Dub J Lucky, man, for that cash app. I really appreciate it, fam. It helps the channel go a long way. He said for you, salute, fam. Hey, man, I appreciate that, my brother. Salute.
Knick-knack, batty white. Knick-knack. Batty White, give a dog a bone.
Already, man. Shout out to my guy Dub J, man. I'm off Sean Porter. Let me remove this shit. And do I even need to break down Errol Spence? I mean, I got a 17-part series on this nigga ducking and dodging and moving like Keith Thurman. At first, he was the truth. He wanted all the smoke. He told the nigga to go get a belt. Once the nigga went to go get a belt, he's like, oh, why would I fight Sean Porter? He got a belt too. Why not go the easier route and knock out Sean Porter? Then he went from that to, oh, I'm gonna clean up my side of the street first. And oh, I'm gonna fight this guy, that guy. Oh, he didn't mention Terence Crawford. Nah, he didn't mention me. I mean, I ain't going in order, but you get where I'm going, man. Just go look me up, man. I got a 17-part series on this shit, but that's basically all I had to say, man. So the lies, the clickbaiting, and all the shitting on Terence Crawford, can y'all niggas just stop this shit? Because it's one thing to say Terence Crawford needs to be more vocal. I agree. It's another thing to say, Terence Crawford, hey, man, you need to do more interviews. You need to be more outspoken with your fans and the people that support you on YouTube and all this other shit. I ain't mad at y'all niggas for saying that type of shit. But whenever you niggas just go about making up quotes and saying he wanted this or he said this to Floyd and he said this to Earl, and you go on his Twitter and IG, you ain't seen none of this shit. And you be like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? That's the type of shit that is bad for the sport of boxing. And that is why Letitia Crawford said what the fuck she said. Tell the truth. Big fact, big fact. Big facts in my money bag, yo voice. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So let me do this, man. Before I get to the comment section, please hit the like button. I cannot regurgitate it enough because it helps the channel grow. It allows YouTube to send those post notifications out. So whenever I go live or drop a series or part or whatever I'm doing, y'all will be the first one to get notified. So please hit the like button. I got 126 people in this bitch with 294 views and 102 likes. My likes ain't adding up. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I mean, what the fuck are we doing, eh? We know you're connected selling to other motherfuckers. We just wasted time. Now this crack shit is coming in, man. I mean, do I have to get on my paid in full shit? You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Rico, man. But back to the chat I go. I'm going to try my best to read the chat, man. I hope everybody's been entertained tonight because that's what I try to do. I try to be entertaining and provide facts because I feel like I'm the best at this shit. That's why they call me the Black fucking Picasso. But back to the chat I go. Top of the top. Shout out to my boy, I'm AU. He said, E3, let's get it. Preach a good sermon today, like always. Gospel. Amen. I appreciate that, my brother. God damn, it's hot. Hold on. Turn the goddamn air down up in this house. Shit. But anyway, shout out to you, fam. What up to my boy Zoe? He said, make a nigga with a job go past their bedtime with this one. Streets ready for this one, man. I appreciate that, my brother, and I apologize, man. I mean, what time, y'all let me know in the chat, what time do y'all want me and the Mac Mob to go live? Like, because I'm located in Texas, so I normally get off, you know, for my 9 to 5, like at 5 o'clock every day. So, you know, I kind of like to wind down before I come on. But if y'all want me to come on earlier, if y'all want B-Mac to come on earlier, I know he on East Coast time. Y'all let us know, man. Drop some in the chat or on the playback game. Drop some in the comment section and let me know when y'all want us to go live. Because I go live from on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Saturdays sometimes me and B-Mac interchange. We switch. And I normally go live at like 9:30, between 9:30 and 9:45. And the same as B-Mac. But if y'all want me to go live earlier, y'all just let me know, man. I appreciate y'all love and support. What up to my boy Martin Machine? He said the homie IOTBA been hating on Crawford. Something serious. Hey, man, let me just say this. Y'all know IOTBA is my guy. He's from Dallas. That's my brother. I would never shit on IOTBA, but just because he's my brother, that don't mean we got to fucking agree on everything. So, I mean, he team Spence right now. He riding with Earl. I get it. I understand it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. And I've already had a conversation with him about the shit behind the scenes today. He might pull up on my live. You know, we might get it popped. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I hope you got your popcorn ready because I know my big bro going to pull up on me because we disagree on this fucking topic. But it is what it is. Salute. And speaking of the devil, shout out to my brother, the Mac Mob. Hey, yo, stop what you're doing after this show. I mean, right after this fucking show, can y'all make sure y'all go hit the like button on every single one of the Mac Mob's videos? Sub up to him so we can get him up to 1,000 subs by the end of this summer. Pretty please. Pretty please. He said, E-Thriller, the Black Picasso is about to paint another masterpiece. Salute to the chat. Hey, B-Mac, man, I appreciate this mic, bro. You got me sounding real crispy, bro. Salute. What up, ABM Philly? He said, salute to y'all. Was popping, fam. I ain't never seen you in this bitch before. Salute. What up, Jaguar? He said, what's good, E3? I'm going to make sure I catch this one. I already hit the like before, though. I appreciate that, my brother. What up to my boy, Al Roney231? He said, Cali Trees in Michigan. How wonderful. Salute, gang. Was popping, fam. What up, Lightspeed? He said, we already salute to the chat. All the early birds. Oh, shit. Stop the presses. Speaking of the devil, shout out to my big bro, IOTBA, man. He said, E-Thriller, what's up, big dog? What's popping, fam? Salute. He said, Mar, where I'm hating. Hey, man, y'all just going back and forth. What up to my boy, Caps and Full G, man? Salute. What's popping? I'm shaking. Lightspeed said, the sermon begins. The boxing guys have all gathered us here today to rebuke all monstrosity and capping that the non-believers cast in the name of boxing. Amen. Deacon Thriller, please proceed. I appreciate that, my brother. I kind of like that, man. Salute. He said, peace, kings. What up, man? What up to my boy, Baby Juju, man? What's popping? Salute. Let me see. Yeah, man. Shout out to B-Mac, man. I don't say E-Thriller finna go off. I can feel it. I got my popcorn ready. I appreciate it, my brother. Hey, yo, shout out to my brother Kush, man. I see you in this bitch, man. What's popping? Salute. 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 What up to Master X, man? I see you. What up, RIPGG? He said, E-Thriller, what's up, Baltimore in the chat? What up to B-More? Salute. What up to my boy, Silence? Silence Kang. As a matter of fact, where my fucking clip at, man? Where my shit at?
Think I can get the $80 you owe me now? Silence. Silence. I ain't got no money, pie.
What up to my boy, Silence? Silence. Hey, yo, hold on, y'all. Shout out to my boy L Boogie for that 1999 super chat donation. He said, don't y'all love how the master breaks this shit down so beautifully? Hey, man, I appreciate that, my brother. Salute, salute, salute.
This is just for the recognition. I do it for the children.
Salute to my nigga L Boogie. Hey, man, make sure you tap in whenever I drop this link, fam, because I ain't going to be able to read all these goddamn comments. I really appreciate all the comments, but it's so hard to get through all these motherfuckers when I be ranting and raving and going off on my fucking soliloquies. Let me get back to, man, my shit's skipping and god damn it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. If I miss y'all, I apologize. Let me see. Mar said that knockout is in the bushes. Yeah, I ain't focused on that nigga, bro. He know where to find me at. He said, this nigga, what up, Dragon Leg? What's popping, man? Salute. Rock One said, with all these receipts, motherfuckers still going to come out with some BS. These fanatics really need some help. Sincerely, it's unhealthy. Mental health is a real issue. Facts. Big fucking facts. Hey, man, you killed that. Let me like that comment. Shout out to my niggas in Nebraska, man. What up to my boy True Gritter 402 in the motherfucking house. He said, hit that like button. I appreciate that, my brother. Salute. He said that's why Thurman can't get a fight now, because he stayed hating. Hell yeah, bro. And Earl just took what he was saying and did and ran with the shit. That's why, nigga, I used to be, I don't know how many times I got to say this for niggas, man. I used to rock with Earl Spence. Nigga, I'm from Dallas. What makes y'all niggas think I wasn't around here saying man down, strap season, and all this other shit that Earl be saying? But once I seen him start moving like Keith Thurman, I said, well, wait a minute. What the fuck? Because this isn't the same shit you was saying whenever you was coming up in the ranks, trying to get a fight with Danny, trying to get a fight with Sean, trying to get a fight with Keith, and all them other big names in the welterweight division. But the moment you got on top, oh my God, the tables turned. This nigga started ducking and dodging, and Bud pulled up on him and said, nigga, I want that work. This ain't no Keith Thurman shit. I want that work. You understand what I'm saying? And this whole energy shifted. So had that nigga just been upfront and said, look, man, I ain't about to fight you right now. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, collect the belts, and then I will fight you last. If he would have said that off the rip, I wouldn't be able to make all these fucking videos on Earl Spence exposing the contradictions and the bullshit that he say every time he get in front of a fucking mic. That's big facts. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is. What up, Jay? He said Thurman going to be the one Spence ends up fighting. Watch. Hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised. And have y'all noticed that Keith Thurman has been real quiet? Because wasn't he calling out Bud before his fight with Barrios? But I told y'all, if y'all go back and scroll through my archives in my IOTBA voice, right? I told y'all these niggas love to use Terence Crawford for clout and to build a fucking shitty ass pay-per-view fights that nobody was gonna pay for. Because let's be honest, didn't nobody want to see Keith Thurman versus no goddamn Mario Barrios? Are you kidding me? Please don't make me fart from laughing so goddamn hard. It is what it is. Who haven't I got, man? What up to my boy Stephen Brimley, man? He said put some pressure on that like button. I appreciate it, my brother. Let me see. Mac Mob said Thurman got $750K for Mario Barrios, but he wanted $10 million fucking dollars to go up against Terence Crawford. Are you kidding me, B-Mac? You can't make this shit up, bro. Who haven't I got? What up, Raheem? He said, E3, what's the deal, bro? Hey, man, just painting these pictures, my brother. I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to all my day ones and my new subs, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Salute. Who haven't I got before I drop the link? What up to my boy Fotex, man? What's cracking? He said, what's cracking, E3? Didn't get notifications that you were live. Ain't that a bitch? That's why I be telling y'all to hit the goddamn like button so YouTube can go out and do their goddamn job. Because I got 352 views with 114 likes. So they let me know a bunch of niggas that want to hit the like button but won't hit the like button. Who want to subscribe but won't subscribe. Who want to come in this bitch and hop on the panel but they scared to hop on the panel. Niggas ain't hitting the goddamn like button. They just in this bitch just soaking up games. Stealing our shit. You understand what I'm saying? Stealing my catchphrases. Stealing B-Mac catchphrases and shit like that. I mean, this shit is wild out here, bro. I mean, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna complain too much. I ain't gonna complain. What up, James? He said, I might seem happy on the outside. Y'all hear Hero crying, LOL. He's emotional like Carl Thomas. Give that nigga a hood. Hey, man, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one, bro. But you know, that shit that you just said is going to come back and bite you in the ass. You do know that, right? Because if and when the fight gets made, Hey, man, somebody is going to have to pay for this blood on my lip in my fucking major pain voice because Terence Bud Crawford is a very, very angry man. Y'all remember that shit on Martin? He's a very, very angry man. So say what y'all want about him. Y'all can make fun of the nigga all y'all want to. But once he step foot inside of that squared circle, hey, man, shit get different. Shit hit different. I'm just saying. And I got Earl Spence going to sleep experts. I do. I'm just going to throw that out there. And the closer we get to the fight, I'm going to break the shit down. But until then, I'm just going to pop my shit. What up, Super Jamal? He said Bud wanted to smoke with everybody, and that's a fact. They all counted Bud out. Great point, bro. Great point. Let me see. What up, Lash Puma, man? What up to Knuckles Pops, man? He said, what up, E Thriller? And the panel was popping. Hey, man, he got one of the coldest young rising boxing sensations in the world. I forgot what grade he in, though, Lash. Drop that shit in the chat, bro, and let them know where they can go follow Knuckles at on IG, man. That day, man, I'm going to post some more clips. And B-Mac got some shit on his shit, too, man, of Knuckles. Y'all make sure y'all go check that young stud out, man. He go hard. What up, Johnny Bailey? He says salute to the chat. I appreciate it. Let me see. What up, Mass Fishing and Growing? He says salute. Hey, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Salute. True Gritter say, he Thriller, my God, you cooking. I appreciate it, my brother. B-Max say they eye hustling, man, like a motherfucker, bro. God damn. Shit crazy, bro. What up, Yahweh? He said, yo, what's good? Salute. What's popping? I'm trying to get everybody before I drop the link. Salute, E Thriller. What's popping, man? Salute. What up, DJ? Earl don't want the smoke. He's trying to age Bud out. Damn. Hey, man, you might be on to something with that, my brother. He also said jab that like button. PBC stay ducking. Yeah. What up, Jamil? He said, I love the comment when it's convenient, but do what you do. Shit, sometimes we catch the live and sometimes we're busy. I appreciate it, my brother. I understand, man. Is IOTBA the guy who destroyed by Blood? Hey, man, that's between him and Blood, bro. I was neutral in that situation. I was the host. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't have no opinion on that debate. I leave that up to y'all. But salute, Fotex. He said Bud should give him Club a lane. Get out while you can. Don't give that sucker no pay-per-view. Give him goods. I agree. He said, preach. What up, Juice Lee? I see you, man. Damn, my shit lagging, man. Hold on, man. You know what, man? I ain't gonna be able to read all these comments, and I ain't trying to hold y'all for too long. What up to my brother Nino on the go in the motherfucking building? Hey, man, what you doing up in this bitch, boy? No, you gotta wake up super early, man. I appreciate you rocking with your brother, man. Salute. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this. Let me drop the link, man, because we was mobbing last night on the Mac mob. That nigga had me on that bitch for about 8 hours and shit. I'm tired as fuck. So let me go ahead and drop the link so somebody can come on and rock with your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, because I done said all I had to say. Let me see. Okay. Shout out to my guy L Boogie, man. Salute. That's my nigga, man. What up, Saya boy? He said salute E Thriller in the chat. I appreciate it, my brother. Jamil said, how's everyone going to feel when the fight ends? I don't know, bro. All right, going out to my brother L Boogie. You're live on the chat with E Thriller. Holla at me, fam. Salute.
Okay, first of all, E3, let me say this first. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, my brother. Hey, man, this is a special occasion when you're loud and clear and crispy. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, first I want to start off and say salute E Thriller, the goddamn Black Picasso.
Thank you, my brother.
Peace and respect to you, brother.
Thank you. Likewise.
I want to say salute and peace and respect to everybody on the live show tonight, everybody in the chat, everybody in the YouTube universe, and everybody in the media world who's listening. Salute and peace and respect to you all. I want everybody to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and come support a real boxing channel, a real boxing show who bring you very relevant, important, meaningful topics, and always come with receipts that make sense, logical commentary. If there's any opinion in it, it's always put in a proper context with a proper perspective. This is the new wave of boxing, and I want everybody to tune in.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. E3.
And the
So
Mac
that's
mob.
why,
And the Mac mob.
That's why I love this shit, E3.
Thank you, bro.
Can you hear me, E3?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I think you
Okay.
faded out. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and cook.
See, that's why I love this boxing shit, E3. Because see, what people got to understand is E-Thriller, the Black Picasso show, and the Mac Mob show, these shows are based off integrity, y'all. When you come to these shows, you got to come talking facts. You got to come with receipts. You got to come with common sense. You got to come with logic. You got to put it into a perspective and back it up with receipts. Everything is put into a context. You know, these are the realest boxing channels out here, y'all. Because see, all these other boxing channels, everybody pushing bullshit narratives just to fit they stories, clickbait, looking for likes and all that. The Mac Mob show and the E3 show is genuine, organic, real boxing shows. E3, the way you was cooking tonight and coming with these goddamn receipts, you know, people can't dispute this type of shit. You know, you can't go against it, man. And that's what I say all the time. I say, why do everybody go against and hate and dislike Buzz so much? The man ain't done nothing but been a great example to the sport for the stuff we like and want to look up to. And other boxers want to look up to a guy like him. You know, he outside the ring, he a family man. He live a clean life that we know. You know, he teach a lot of young fighters. They look up to him. He motivate them. You know, he went out there and gave Devin Haney the support before he went on that journey. He teaching people like Shakur Stevenson and so many other guys. Keyshawn Davis and so many other guys. Then when he get in the ring, he destroyed people in a beautiful fashion. What you don't love about that? What did that man do so wrong because he wants the smoke?
You preaching, bro. Go ahead.
How did we get so sensitive in boxing? I thought boxing was a comeback sport. I thought boxing was about blood, sweat, and tears. You want to see motherfuckers get their ass knocked the fuck out.
Hey, and to that point, L Boogie, not to cut you off, to that point, let me roll this.
I said soft, so what? I said I spell it. S-O-F-T. Soft. Huh?
All them niggas soft. All of them. Go ahead, L Boogie.
Exactly. You know, what you don't love about the sweet science. You know, the man don't talk much. You know, he tell you, you know, he got these skills and ability, his greatness. And then he get in a ring and every fight he do something different. And he get the man out of there. In his last 18 fights, maybe 2 or 3 guys didn't hit the mat. In his last 18 fights. Like, oh man, E3.
Hey man, you get the best of both worlds whenever it comes to Terence Crawford. That's why I don't know why he's hated.
You know, I might get on a more serious for this shit, E3. But man, I love the way you cooking this shit here, man.
Appreciate
I'm infatuated with this shit, E3. You know, I no, cause I'm a guy based on facts. I ain't with none of that fairy tale shit. Throw something in the sky, hoping something fall out. Imaginate story. I ain't with none of that shit. I like to talk what we got in front of us. Real fact, what fighters have said, what we done seen, what the, you know, people come out and tell us what we got to go with, tangibles. I don't want to be guessing, assuming, making up this bullshit. You feel me? But man, E3, the hate for this man, I can't get it, man. He's one of the greatest examples that we got as a boxer. You know, he's one of the last ones, man, you know, since we had like the good Floyd and we had Manny, you know, we had the Marquez's and the Ali's, the Tyson's, there's so many I could name. In this generation, he's that. And I'm trying to see how is, you know, the people not getting behind that man wanting traction because, you know, get behind that man, give him the traction he need because we want to go with a guy we favor just because, you know, he might hang with a rap or you see him with jewelry or he say something slick in a camera or he dancing. You know what I'm saying? Because in the ring, if we want to be honest, and I don't want to take credit from no fighters, but in the ring, we want to be honest, like, who have this guy really whooped that's supposed to be these top notch guys?
Who you talking about, L Boogie?
talking about Spence.
It's funny you said that because I got something pulled up and I was gonna break it down, but I was cooking for so long I didn't want to just keep going on and on and on. But speaking to that point, let's pull up his resume because niggas love to say he did all this goddamn heavy lifting, right?
Exactly.
So let me see this shit.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Where is it? Keep cooking, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I gotta give him credit for Porter because Porter always been a live dog in the ring. And we ain't never saw nobody just dismantle Porter and just get him out the way or treat him like he was none. He always gave a great fight. He fought everybody. So you get the credit for like the Porters. But when I look at the rest of them, it's really hard to get a credit for. Kell Brook, okay. But everybody else, it's really hard to get a credit for. And that's not to take away from the fighters and say that they didn't do good things in their career.
Right.
But
let me just say this, L Boogie, before I go to Steven, and then I'm gonna go to Lash Puma because they've been waiting. Do you realize Errol Spence has only faced 3 undefeated fighters in his career?
See, I didn't know that, E3. You just educated me on something. So
okay, you want me to break it down because we got the box rig, right?
Yes, break it down.
We got Mikey Garcia. He was undefeated, right?
Okay.
Carlos Ocampo was undefeated, right?
Okay.
And if you scroll all the way down, one of his very first fights, Emmanuel Larte, the same nigga that rocked him, was undefeated. If you look at the rest of this nigga resume, he ain't fought no more undefeated fighters. But guess what, L Boogie? Terence Crawford has fought 8 undefeated fighters. But go ahead.
Oh man.
Before I go to Steven.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Before you go out to Steven, can I use your line, E3? I'll be going.
Go ahead. Absolutely, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Before you go to Steven, hey y'all, everybody that's listening, just how E3 broke that down, talking about this resume. Can anybody come on the panel and show us what's so great about Spence's resume? I'll wait. I will fucking wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead, E3. Do your thing, baby. Go
man, we still waiting, bro, because can I interest you in Leonard Bundu, Chris Algieri, Alejandro Barrera? It gets better, L Boogie. Chris Van Herden. Or what about Phil fucking LaGreco? Who is that? Phil LaGreco. Come on, man. And these niggas talk about heavy lifting. And all the niggas with names, L Boogie, all the niggas with names that he fought already had losses. They either Keith Thurman leftovers or somebody else leftovers. Make it make sense.
And didn't beat nobody else significantly.
I digress. Let me go out to my boy Steven, man. He looking like he ready to chop.
Yes, sir.
Going out to my brother Stephen Brimley. You're live on the chat with E-Thriller. Holler at me, man.
Hey, what's good? What's good, everybody? First, I want to give the biggest shout out for the day because the MVP of the day is L Boogie's reception. It's real clear, real solid, sound real good. So you get all the props for that. I heard every word you said, but yeah, you were definitely cooking today, like on 2 things that
Thank you, Mr. Steve, and I appreciate it, brother.
No doubt. There's 2 things I've been really adamant about, and you was really pointing it out. Thurman.
Yeah, Steven, you talking about
Garcia.
me or L Boogie? Me or L Boogie?
No, L Boogie. L Boogie, you know, okay. his quality was on point. You know, that's the MVP of the night right now.
I'm talking about the point that you just made.
Although the points that you made though about Danny Garcia and Thurman.
Gotcha.
I've been on that wave for a long time. Danny Garcia and Thurman has not wanted to get knocked out for a long time. They've been ducking the smoke the whole time, and that's a absolute. See, to me, that's like super clear ducking the smoke. And you just put it out there and put down the dates and all that. And I've been saying that for a long time that Danny Garcia has not wanted to get knocked out. Thurman, he don't want to get knocked out. They don't want it, and that's why I'm like, okay, this fight happened, win, lose, or draw. Errol Spence, you went in there with the ring with a killer. Salute to you for doing it. All the other shit we talking about, you know, that's semantics. I mean, we have our opinions on that, but the fact of the matter is, Danny Garcia and Thurman has never wanted any smoke. They've always completely ducked all the smoke. And that right there, that was, to me, that resonated for me because I've always felt that way about both of them when it comes to Terence Crawford.
Right, because we can make a case that his resume at 147 would be a hell of a lot better if he had he fought those two dudes, right? Because that's what
If
most
he
people
just
say,
fought
right?
Danny Garcia, I mean, it would have took away a lot of the sentiment as, oh, Errol had a much better resume at
Exactly.
147 because that's even
Exactly.
another common opponent.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, but yeah, and when it comes to the channel, you was talking about the channels, it's the fact. I'm not gonna say Bud's the most hated because he does have people that got a lot of love for him, and he do got some fanboy channels, but he is definitely up there. He's like top 3 most disrespected when it comes to what he has done in the ring and his abilities and such and so forth. Because some of the things I see be outlandish. Like we was talking on B-Max channel about one dude talk about he'll die for Spence. Like what in the fuck?
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
overboard. See that, and
Yeah,
there
that's
are
crazy.
overboard fans for every single fighter, but it is a
I
little
agree
bit
with that.
outrageous.
I agree with you on that. Well, let me ask you this out of curiosity before I go to
Shoot.
Last Puma. Who would you say is ahead of Terence Crawford? Who is the other two? Who is that
You
number
said
one and number
ahead of
two?
Terence Crawford.
Yeah, as far as like being the most hated. Because you said Bud is number 3. Who is number 1 and number 2?
Canelo is definitely. I mean, Canelo up
You
there,
think
man.
Canelo
People,
number 1 still?
yeah, Canelo
Okay.
up there, bro. People hate
Yeah,
Canelo, bro.
good point. Yeah.
There's some people that hate Canelo, and Canelo did a lot. I mean, I don't think he won every single fight that he is, since he's before this Bivol fight.
Yeah.
But he's been disrespected, and he's went from freaking 154 to 175, and that says a lot. And the disrespect that he gets is crazy. But he got a lot of fanboys too, though. And his fanboys, he got more fanboys than Bud, but he does get but he gets more hate too. You know, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And I won't say that this is true, but. And I think it's partly his fault too. I'm not gonna say this person's above him, but Thurman gets a lot of hate too. But he kind of put that on himself a little bit by being out of the ring for so long, and the ducking and the dodging and the sliding around certain opponents. You know, I mean, he wasted his time with the crown, and that's why he doesn't have it anymore.
But see, to me, that's not hate. That's justifiable. Because,
yeah, that's just justified.
Everything you just pointed to is factual.
Yeah, I got to think about it though, because I mean, I think Wilder used to get a lot of hate, but now it's like, you got knocked out twice. So it's like, what can you say at this point now, really?
Some of his hate was justifiable too, though, because he was saying bullshit. Let's keep it bugging. I'm a Wilder fan, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Wilder fan too, but he did talk. He did talk reckless at times, and also just in the case of just boxing ability. Yeah, he's a good fighter, but a person that's trained in the ring and has a really good high IQ in the ring can do damage to Wilder because Wilder is a one-punch knockout guy. He doesn't certain technical aspects of boxing he doesn't possess, and then when he tries to do it, as soon as he gets into a little bit of fight, he completely throws that out the window. So I would have to think about it, and get a little deeper. I mean, there's fighters that's retired that had more hate than Bud, but they done now. So
Yeah. I mean, as far as like active fighters, niggas just be making up shit. That's the part I'm talking about. Like, at least if you go criticize them, let it be justifiable. Like some
a lot of people hate Lomachenko, and a lot of people hate on Devin Haney too.
But see, I don't see a lot of videos on Lomachenko like that. So
you know why? Because I think he's even more low key than Bud is, though. I mean, I don't know, man. There's only one person I can definitively put over it. I would say it's Canelo. Definitive. If I'm looking at the pound for pound and then looking at other fighters, just great. I mean, well, we know, but that's justifiable. We know, Fashion Man.
Who Fashion Man?
Your boy, Instagram.
Who that?
I always keep on forgetting his damn name. You know who I'm talking about because you can't stand him.
You said Fashion Man? Oh, you talking about Ryan Kardashian? Oops,
yeah, Ryan Kardashian.
That's who you talking about? He
gets a lot of hate. He gets a lot of hate
to me. He don't get enough. I like that's a nigga I don't like. I tell the nigga if I'm biased.
But he can actually box for real though. I mean, but sometimes we feel like it's secondary. He don't show that he's an animal. And boxing is about partly being insane and just going in the ring and being a warrior. And I think we're not seeing that. But also, I think it's smart to be social media savvy as well. So it's a double-edged sword.
I'm not hating on none of that. My biggest beef with him because I was turning into a fan when he went on that Mike Tyson podcast saying, "Look, I want to fight Tank, Devin, and Teofimo lining up, in the winter between those two fights, we gonna meet up. I'm like, okay, this young nigga
Ducking
trying
all
to
the
come in
smoke.
shake some shit up. And then, like, not even a week later, I want to fight my idol. I want to fight my hero and Manny Pacman Pacquiao. I'm like, well, wait a minute, nigga, that ain't what you just said. So a lot of my hate comes from him with that interview with Mike Tyson. He had Mike Tyson up dancing and singing and shit, thinking he really about to do some shit. I'm like, bro, nigga, you ain't do none of the shit you just said. So that's why I don't like Ryan Kardashian.
And that Pacquiao fight it never was actually in the cards. Never.
Bro,
Not
it
even
went
close.
from an exhibition to a real fight, back to an exhibition to a real fight.
It was never even in the cards. There was no discussion with Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao had to do a cease and desist because he was using the name to promote himself.
Good point. But hey, man, let me read the super chat before I go to Lash Puma, and then I'm gonna go to BJ Thoughts and Lightspeed, bro.
Let me go and slide that. Let the next person get in. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in the background because you know I'm at work, man.
Thanks, fam. Salute.
Solid.
Going out to my boy True Gritter 402, man. I appreciate that super chat, bro. He said salute to a real one. These moist ass Earl sexuals are going to be part of blame him getting KO by Bud. Facts. Church. I appreciate that, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. All right, man. Going out to my brother Lash Puma. You're live on the chat with E-Thriller. Holla at me, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. What's going on, E3?
Ah, man, I can't call it. What up, Knuckles Pops? You all right?
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm at work, man. Get off just 6 in the morning.
Ah, man. Slow grind, man. Go ahead. Floor is yours. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah, I mean, sure. L Boogie didn't let everything out, man. So I can't say too much because everything he was saying was on my mind. But I got like one question I'll be asking the Earl Spence fans and the Danny Garcia fans.
Okay.
Why do you give Danny Garcia props at 47 when he hasn't done anything? But Terence can't give props for being at 147, beating undefeated fighters and one champion at 47 and being ducked at 47. So they would give Danny Garcia props and Mikey Garcia props, saying what he did at 40 and 35. But he won't when it comes to Terence Crawford. They don't give him his props. That's what I don't understand. But he's being ducked because the guy told me that Terence can't sell tickets. I said you can't sell tickets if you're getting ducked.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good point.
Explain to me why both of the Garcias get props, but Terence don't get props. And both of them ducked him. They didn't want to fight him. One said because they didn't like his style, and the other one never responded back, and he was gonna get good money for it. I can't understand it.
Hey, to your point, Latch, man, not to cut you off. Shit, I got Danny's box rec pulled up, and really arguably the biggest win on his resume at 147 was against Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie.
Nothing.
And then Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Are you kidding me? Other than that, he done lost all his big fights.
Exactly. But they would say he was a champion at 47, but he never beat a champion at 47. He fought for a vacant belt, right?
Vacant belt, right. That is a fact. I'm looking at it right here against Robert Guerrero. Facts.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How is he getting props? But when it comes to Crawford, he hasn't fought anybody. They say C-level fighters. Mean Machine is not a C-level fighter. Jeff Horn beat Manny, a younger Manny, but you give you guys props. And who has he beaten before in the 147-pound division before he beat Manny? Who was he beating?
Hey man, I'll do you one better. I don't know why people shit on Kavaliauskas because wasn't he the mandatory? So he had to work his way to get into the number one spot to even fight Terence Crawford, correct?
Exactly.
So how bad could he have really been?
And Sean Porter supposed to be not his prime, but they're the same age. Same age, and Sean Porter. But I don't like what they keep him with Sean Porter. He wasn't there. He wasn't training correctly, properly, and all that. That didn't come out till after he lost the fight.
Yeah, a lot of built-in excuses, bro.
So I mean, get a man his credit. That's all I'm asking. Give him his credit to all these haters out there, because the man is the best, and he's gonna prove it whenever you fight Spence. If he fights Spence, if not, go up there and get Jamel. And if he beats Jamel, well, when he beats Jamel, because he has a problem with boxers, then he needs to retire, and that's it. Just go, because if the fight happens, like I said, I got money on it. You know, hoping that it happens so I can win my money. And my bragging rights. And I just can't, like I say, I can't wait till it happens because I'm gonna fly out there if it happens. But I'm a Crawford fan all the way. I'm gonna back him up all the way. Because you gonna be undefeated champions, undefeated fighters, Olympians. Now, people don't know who Felix Diaz is. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I posted that clip on there with Bud fighting on the inside in medium range and motherfuckers, still hating. So yeah, a lot of people don't know who Felix Diaz is, bro.
They say Spence put people in the hospital.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. What Kavaliauskas the undefeated Olympian too?
Yeah. He was undefeated and he was an Olympian. That is correct.
And he was also the manager, like you said, so he had to work his way up there. You know,
so he earned his shot, bro. And Bud didn't want to fight him. That's in the case against the lawsuit against Bob Arum. He did not want to fight Igor Kavaliauskas.
Yeah. But El Boogie, he was preaching good, man. He was sounding like a pastor over there. I had to call you Pastor L, because he was sounding real good.
He was cooking, man. He was cooking, man. Hey, man, let me go. Let me read this super chat and then let me go to BJ Thoughts. He's been waiting for a minute, and then my brother Lightspeed.
Hey, one more thing, right quick, before you read the chat.
Go ahead.
Man, my son, he in the 7th grade, and we fighting out Newport News this Saturday. So I'm gonna
bet. Hey, man, drop his information on the playback in the comment section so people can know where to follow your son, bro.
Okay, I got you, man.
I appreciate you, man.
I'm about to leave out the chat real quick. I got something to do at the work. I'll get back on.
I bet. Good luck. Good luck.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. All right, going out to BJ Thoughts. You're live on the chat. Will you Thriller? Holler at me, man.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's poppin', bro? How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, man, hold on real quick. My bad. Let me read the super chat.
Go ahead.
Shout out to my brother Lightspeed for that $4.99 super chat. He said, salute to El Boogie, True Gritter, and Boxing Gyms. Keep that register ringing, y'all. Donate. I appreciate that, my brother. Salute. Salute.
All right. Yeah, so what I was...
All right, man. Go ahead, BJ.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, so with Earl, I had hopped on my boy Pool Counter live the other day, and we basically...
Hey, brother. I don't know if you know the rules, bro, but please refrain from saying anybody else's names on my channel.
Okay,
bro.
got you.
Unless it's the Mac Mob or Blood Boxing or some shit like that. IOTBA. Don't say nobody else's name on my channel, but go ahead.
All right.
I won't niggas think we hating
on
over
somebody
here.
live, and basically what we broke down with as far as Crawford resume with them hating on him was the one person that he did not fight that Earl allegedly has over him is Danny Garcia, who he tried to fight. Like you already broke that down, but that's basically what we've saying. We've saying neither Spence or Crawford fought Thurman. Neither Spence or Crawford fought Pacquiao. Both of them fought the guy that beat Pacquiao.
Facts.
And Horny Ugas. So both of them fought the guy that beat Pacquiao. You can't really give him Lamont Peterson because Lamont Peterson got knocked out by Matisse, and Crawford jumped in there with the guy who knocked out Matisse.
Yeah.
You know, so Crawford always beat the guy that beat the guy. He never took nobody off a loss like that. He was never trying to really just get a named opponent because they was a named opponent.
BJ, not to cut you off, let me ask you this. Why do they always say Earl Spence fought the best competition when you just highlighted he ain't fought Keith and he hadn't fought Bud and he didn't fight Manny? Those were the three best welterweights outside of himself. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with most of these boxing fans, when they get to being fanboys, they get delusional.
Mm-hmm.
So all I ask them is who is there for Terence? Like, so, okay, we don't like Terence Crawford resume. We got it. Who was he supposed to fight in order to get a good resume? Because you got to understand, in the welterweight division, Floyd and Manny damn near cleaned up everybody. There wasn't too many people to pass the torch. It was only Manny left to pass the torch to somebody.
Right.
Everybody else had to come up. You had your Petersons who didn't do nothing, just got knocked out. You had Danny Garcia who didn't do a whole bunch. You maybe had a Robert Guerrero, but depending on the fanboy, they'll reduce their resume to nothing. They'll say Robert Guerrero didn't do nothing. You know, so it's real difficult. So I just want to ask, who is Crawford supposed to fight in order to have this great resume that you speak of? Yeah. And there wasn't nobody really but Danny Garcia who ducked him. They tried to debate Keith Thurman, asking for $10 million, talking about he just started high, but you don't start that damn high.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, bro. That's pricing yourself out. They ain't no different than Manny asking for $40 million to fight Terence Crawford.
Yeah,
knowing
that
goddamn
no.
well he wasn't going to get $40 million during the pandemic because he was asking for 20 prior to the pandemic, right? But go ahead.
Yeah. And then another thing, I think with Earl, I think Earl is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I don't see him with Crawford, but I also felt like he fought 3 versions of the same fighter with a few tweaks. And so what I mean by that, if you take Kell Brook, not really the best foot speed, good timing, good jab, good right hand.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia, not really the best good foot speed, good timing, good right hand, lucky left hook. Mikey Garcia, not really the best foot speed, good timing. You know, all of them got nice power, but they the same damn fighter. And then you in the camp with Jamel Charlo, who is a bigger version of all those guys. You supposed to show up and show out against 3 boxer punchers from lower weight classes when you in there with Jamel Charlo on a daily basis doing rounds. And he still didn't stop any of them other than Kell Brook.
Bro, you cooking like a motherfucker. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, so I don't, when I look at Spence, I'm really trying to figure out who are they watching. I mean, he does the same thing. He can jab, stick and move for the most part. He throws the right hand, try to blind you, dip down to his left, get in the inside, go to the body.
Yep.
He gets hit consistently by everybody. He gets stunned.
Yep.
I mean, some people got a good poker face. If you watch boxing, everybody not gonna get hit, get hurt, and show you that they hurt like Keith Thurman. It's obvious every time he get hurt.
Yeah,
he gets stunned a
good
lot.
point.
He kind of take a little awkward pause. He'll make sure his facility's good, and then he'll come back forward. And the fighter, if they're not smart enough, they'll get discouraged. You know, but it's Ugas hurting him. I don't see him really having this punch resistance. That's really overturns Crawford. I don't see him having any advantage other than being taller, and he doesn't even have reach. So for me, I don't see the resume really being a big deal.
Yep.
And also the last thing on the resume before I get out of here.
Yeah.
With Spence being so popular, I don't even think Al was willing to get him beat that early. Or to build Terence Crawford up by giving him Thurman, you know, Garcia and all them. I think a lot of that behind the scenes was squashed.
Right. That goes back to the point that I always make, bro. Everybody say he should have went to the PBC, but there was no guarantee he was going to get the fights anyway, because look at what we got going on right now. Benavidez has been calling out Charlo. That fight ain't happened.
No.
Benavidez has been calling out Caleb Plant. That fight ain't happened. Like, why are these fights not being made at the PBC?
Because you don't kill your popular person. People like you can't teach that. Like, you can't teach like popularity. Like, there's nothing you can, like, if it's not organic, you can't teach that. For some reason, a lot of people gravitate towards Spence.
I agree.
I mean, you're not Dana White. You're not trying to get Spence beat no time soon. You put him in there with guys he look good against.
Yep.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, brother. I'm sorry. I want to say this real quick. I agree, because I seen a fight hype video with Spence when he was talking to the Mexican reporter, and he was saying that him and Al had numerous of conversations about Crawford. So that just let me know that Al set that man down, and like you saying, you know, told him, hey, look, we doing something else. We'll see Buddy later on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said he had numerous of conversations about Crawford with Al. But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
And I'm just saying, you younger, you know, you're allegedly stronger, but you younger than him. Time is not on Crawford's side as it is on Spence. At least that's how they feel. So, man, I don't think going to PBC was not going to get him the fights. He probably would have got maybe a Danny Garcia by going to the PBC.
Maybe,
but he wasn't gonna get any of the bigger popular fighters. He would have got the same fighters. Maybe we would have had Danny Garcia on his resume, and maybe that would have shut up some haters. But you're not just gonna feed your big dog to somebody,
right? Because
Boots ain't about to get none of them fights no time soon.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he would have been more loyal to Earl than Crawford. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Earl's
hey man, you cooking like a motherfucker, bro. Hang tight. Let me go out to light speed, and then I gotta go to my big bro mosquito spray, fam. All right, going out to light speed, man. You're live on the chat with E-Thriller. Holler at me, man.
Hey, E-Thriller. What up?
What's popping, man? I appreciate that cash.
That was my best El Boogie impression.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. What's going on, bro? Floor is yours, my brother. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah. Hey, no, I want to say just a few quick things. One, I want to just give a shout out to El Boogie, because every time El Boogie come on, man, like El Boogie's he's a real one, man. He's a good supporter, because every time he come out, man, he share his thoughts and his sentiments, and that should be like, I think he be saying what a lot of us feel about the show. So I rock with
Thank
him
you,
because
bro.
a lot of people, you know what I mean? He's a good supporter. A lot of people won't give you your roses while you're there. So I got to give my shout out to El Boogie, man. That's the
Yeah,
dude,
man. Shout
man.
out to my brother El Boogie, man. I appreciate your support, fam. Salute. That's facts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, light
Yep.
speed.
And then the other thing I want to say to the people in the chat, yo, keep that register ringing, man. Like, you know what I mean? As much as you can, yo, try to support, man, because I don't even follow the alphabet channels no more. But I remember when I did, I used to see how, you know what I mean, how the register be ringing, man. Like, and it's like, you know what I mean? We keep those narratives in play when we support, you know, all those. So, yo, support the real ones so that you have the real ones later. You know what I mean? You see your boy E3 working all the time, you know what I mean? And maybe if, you know, people support more, you know what I mean? Maybe he could work some less hours or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Support the real ones while you have them, build them up. So, yeah, that's
Appreciate it, my brother.
that's
Thank
the
you, man.
panel, yo. Break bread. Keep that register ringing.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah. And then yeah, man, that's really it. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody on the panel. Unbiased, you know what I mean? Latch Puma, everybody that chimed in, True Gritter. Salute to Boxing Gyms, Coach Malachi, and all that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
just fall back.
I appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, going out to my big bro, Mosquito Spray.
E3, what's happening, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I can't complain, fam. How are you, big bro?
Good, man. Just getting back in the hive. I'm a little late to the party. I see the title, so I got an idea of what the conversation about. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But salute to the panel in the chat, man. Hope everybody doing good. But you know, it's
Sprilly.
Yeah, Boogie, what's happening, brother?
What's going on?
Chilling on it, man. But yeah, you know, this is the normal modus operandi of these aerosexuals and whatnot. You know, they gotta hate on the boy, man. Because he's a threat to their boy. So, you know, in order to try to, as if they got some kind of major influence on whether or not the fight happened or whatever, they trying to downplay Crawford as if he ain't done that. Like, what has he done? Nigga, he just stopped everybody and got in the ring with it 47. And we ain't gonna discount what the man did at 40 and 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The man got 2 Olympic gold medalists on his resume. Man got a boogeyman at the time and Post O's on his resume, who Danny Garcia jumped to 47 and dropped his belt at 40, so he wouldn't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? He got shit moved up. It was at 35, just took the fight just to stay busy, moved up to 40 and faced the murderous puncher Bradis Prescott, the hard puncher Colombian. Took him to school on HBO. That's my first time ever seeing Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't that on a short notice too, bro? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just.
My bad.
I think. Nah, you good. I think somebody had either Prescott's opponent or somebody's opponent fell out.
You said how many days, Steven?
Think of 2 week notice.
2 week notice. Okay.
Yeah,
my bad, Mosquito. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Oh, y'all good. But yeah, so he, you know, just the guy. He done showed. I mean, it shouldn't be a question at this point if he's afraid to get in or with stiff competition, because he's done that and came out victorious every time as a pro, man. I mean, they try to push these damn narratives, man. This should be so crazy, man. I mean, I don't get it. It's like a fantasy world they living in, like they living in a damn bubble or something. Because they if they paying attention to what's really going on in the world of boxing, man, they gotta know better. They just go to these, like I call them, these soothsayers that's just telling what they want to hear. Oh, he's saying it. It can't be no other way that it's going. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't care what CBS Sports, you know, what Yahoo saying, that shit can't be true. But this, you know, what this alphabet boy saying.
Niggas don't do no research.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's like a goddamn Boondocks episode or something, man. These dudes are crazy, man. But the truth, you know, but the truth always tells itself eventually. Sometimes it take a little longer, whatever. But Spence gonna have to get in the ring with Terence Crawford, man. And I mean, it might be a close fight or whatever, but I think Crawford gonna end up stopping him, man.
Yeah.
I just think he's gonna stop him. He has too many dimensions, man, and Spence makes still, man. I don't care about you can call it ring rust or whatever. It's how that nigga fights, man. He makes mistakes. He gets front foot heavy, man. He's a sucker for uppercuts and check hooks.
Yep, he
you know what I'm
lunged
saying?
in with that straight left hand.
Yeah, and then that's another thing, and the only so-called adjustment he makes, what if you call it adjustment, it's just picking up the down pace. That's all he does. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys can't keep up. That's why they end up getting beat up like they do.
Yeah.
And props to him. I mean, that's not no small feat. I mean, he's getting in the boxing ring and doing it and being successful. You know, off these long layoffs and stuff. He's taking, you know, what's, you know, perceived tough competition or whatever, or top, you know, world class fighters. I'm not going to downplay it. And he's beating these guys. He stopped Ugas. Ugas didn't let his hands go. But, you know, be as it may, he's winning. He's doing his job. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I see when he gets in the ring, man, I seen the same fighter every time. Man. He fights the same. He's not switching up based on the competition. He's not changing his game plan. He just picks up the pace. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call Michael Garcia some fight different, he when he came inside to go to the body, he was getting countered up top. So he stepped back outside and fought behind his jab. When Garcia tried to come in, he caught him on the way in with left hand. They stepped back out and used the jab and kept stepping around, man. I mean, which was smart or whatever, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not no major. If you keep getting hit every time you throw someone inside, you're going to step out. You know what I'm saying? You got to height and reach advantage. Of course you're going to do that shit. What you supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, but other than that, like the Sean Porter, when that fight got rough, what adjustment did he make? None. He kept fighting the same fucking way. And he ended up catching Sean Porter at in the 11th round. Again, credit to him. He won the fight. But I'm not seeing some guy that's in the ring doing no goddamn Jeet Kune Do or something like these niggas trying to make it out to be. This nigga's fighting the same fight every time, man. Crawford, on the other hand, you could see him just doing, you know, the switch hitting, but never mind that. The other things he does, how he fought Posto compared to how he fought Porter, how he fought Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? He changes his game plan and executes his game plan based on the competition. That's what great fighters do, man. That's what generational talents do. And he is clearly the best fighter fighting right now, man. I mean, especially with Canelo losing, you can't dispute it now, you know. And you know how I feel about Canelo, man.
Yeah.
And so if I'm saying that, there's something to it, but man, these guys, they either gonna give Crawford credit on their own, or he gonna make him give it to him when he stops Earl Spence, man, because it's coming, man, and it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. We can't get in that ring and fight for neither one of these guys.
Can I chime in for a
got a
sec?
strong, yeah.
You made a point about Errol doesn't make any adjustments. I disagree with that. Bud makes more adjustments and it's obviously more visible, but Spence does make adjustments. It's very tight and compact, but he does make adjustments. He's just not on the same level as Bud.
I mean, he might change up his punch selection every now and then, but
can you point out what adjustment it is, Mr. Steven?
Thank you.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Okay, during
like
the
E3 say, I'll wait.
yeah, like during the Porter fight, when Porter was like between the round 7 and 9, Porter's pressure was really starting to weigh in on Spence. What Spence actually did was he started doing jabs back. He take a step back, like a step back jab. He wasn't doing that early in the fight, so he would actually take a step back to throw his jab to reset his positioning, and then from there make his attack. And that was again not a major adjustment, but it was a small adjustment that allowed him to get some timing on Porter that allowed him later on in that fight to make the connecting punch that got the separation. It was a subtle adjustment. It wasn't a major adjustment, not something you just clearly that you see, because Bud makes adjustments that are very, very vivid and clear because he's a very fluid fighter. See, Spence is tight. He's a lot more compact and tight. So some of those
so I have a
adjustments
question
you may
for you.
not see,
Just a quick
it's not as
question.
visible.
Quick question. Do you feel like he adjusts or that he turns up? Like
no,
because I don't want to. People say, oh, you know, Bud Buddy, all that silly stuff. But
No,
I will
I'm not
say
even
this.
on that tonight. Not at all.
It doesn't matter. But I'll say this: he does turn up. I feel like he's a dog, and I respect that. And he digs in and grinds in the fight, and sometimes, and you know that works for him because a lot of people can't take that pressure. But you think he does that? Wait,
that's true in some cases. But I just remember in that Porter fight, he started jabbing off his back foot, like he started jabbing, taking a step back, and then coming forward. So it would reset everything.
But Steven,
that was in one round or the whole.
But Steven,
it wasn't the whole fight. No, it was late in the later rounds after, like, because Porter in the round 7 through 9, he started really making an impact with the pressure on Spence, and I saw a subtle adjustment going into from the ninth and the ninth round, going into the 10th round, he made a subtle adjustment, which allowed him to get a better timing of Porter. So it felt like it allowed him to land a punch. He was jabbing off his back foot.
Okay, so Steven.
Yeah.
Once he started doing that, was he having clear success? So that fight, I had a 5 tight after 10 rounds.
That fight was tooth and nails. I mean,
exactly.
It looked like it made a difference because it allowed him to get timing of it. But that's more semantics. At the end of the day, Bud makes better adjustments and he's more fluid. So I just was pointing that out just to say that Spence does make some adjustments. It's just not as visible, because he's so much more of a pressure and a compact fighter, But it's at the end of the day, though, Bud does make more adjustments than Spence does, So we're gonna get an opportunity to see what happens,
Steven. Because if you're saying he makes adjustments, but it's not visible, then how can we notice he's even making a fucking adjustment?
But because the thing is, remember, Spencer is a straightforward fighter.
Facts.
So some of the things that he may do, you may not notice them because he's not he's not really a fluid. He's not a side to side guy. There's certain movements that he makes that you might not necessarily notice unless you're paying attention. It's
you don't even notice them.
It's some things it's about footwork. It's something may not be looking at his feet when you're in the middle of a fight. So sometimes it's footwork adjustments and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, At the end of the day, Bud makes more adjustments. So I mean, I'm just saying that I'm not saying that Spence makes a whole bunch of adjustments in the world and he does all these particular things. I just don't think he fights the entire fight just one way and he doesn't do anything and doesn't make any changes. When I've seen some, it's just much more subtle. It's not as glaring as something that would Bud do because Bud's he has more dimensions.
I don't think anyone's saying he doesn't make any adjustments. I don't think he would be a champion if he didn't make any adjustments. I think people are saying that is his adjustment more becoming more aggressive and digging in, or is it because you're naming only one fight? Do you have like a pattern that you can show? Like I don't know.
So anyway, I don't even want to. But that might go to the essence of the competition that he's faced as well. He might not face somebody good enough to force him to, So we don't even know if he has it in him. There's some those are questions that may have to be answered, when he fights Bud because he's fighting somebody he ain't never fought before. So we'll get a chance to hopefully get a chance to see.
Steve, I got a question for you, brother.
Shoot.
Okay, so we know Earl Spence once the fight gets tough, just like the Porter fight got tough, just like the little moments against the Ugas fight when he, got knocked against the ropes or whatever. Once he comes back, once he, digs in, he turns up the pace. You know what I'm saying, and becomes more aggressive. Now, during becoming more aggressive, he gets ahead of himself sometimes, get a little front foot heavy, gets his head out over his feet. What you think? Like I said, if you go back and watch the Ugas fight, I was cussing, I was yelling and cussing down to the whole fight because Ugas had plenty of openings. Ugas would take a half step back. Earl Spence would get front foot heavy, get out no man's land. Ugas just sit there and look at him, wouldn't throw the shots. He did that shit over and over and over. I'm like, what are you doing? So my question to you, brother, is what's going to happen when he gets aggressive, which he'll have to. And you got a sharpshooter, who can stop you with either hand, taking half steps back and throwing the shots. What do you think gonna happen?
If he doesn't clean it,
because the Spence thing is up to this point. Most of the time when he got caught with them shots, he's been in there with guys whose punches he could take.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Terence Crawford, man, again, he stopped every man. And then the mistake Spence and everybody else made is they waited. He waited so long. Crawford grew completely into the weight now. He's a big welterweight now. He's not a small guy to weight no more.
Yeah, let me answer that real quick because I got to get ready to step for a minute. Okay, so there's a couple questions that's going to be answered. Can Spence take, Bud's best punch? So does he have the chin to be able to take it and that leads into, is he going to make some of the mistakes that he's made? Because it's clear that he's made some mistakes. He has to tighten up. His trainer, James told him, we got to tighten up, because he knows that when you get in the ring with Bud, those same mistakes, you're going to pay for those same mistakes. So
you can't find a mouthpiece with Bud. You ain't finding your mouthpiece.
Yeah, you can. You no, you won't. No, you'll be finding it after the fight's over. If you do that. So at the end of the day, can he take Bud's punch? And if he can take Bud's punch, then that's going to be an interesting dynamic as well. Because then that means he's going to continue to put more pressure on him. But he can't make the same type of mistakes. He can't. He can't. He can't afford to. So he has to tighten up. And that's what his trainer told him right after the fight. We got some things to work on because you got to tighten up because against Bud, you can't get away with those same things that you got away with Ugas. And that's clear, So we know that. We know that for a fact that he can't do that. So we're going to see if he tightens it up. And if he doesn't tighten it up, can he handle Bud's punch? And if he can't handle Bud's punch, the fight is over. If he can handle Bud's punch, it's going to be a very interesting fight. So it's a lot of dynamics to it. We're going to learn some things about both fighters when that fight happens. I mean, there's some things we already know, and there's some things we don't know. So we're going to see.
Hold on, Steven.
Yeah.
Let me read this super chat, fellas, before y'all get back to it. What up to my boy, Mr. INTJ, for that $5 super chat donation. He said, Bud stopped Brooke and Porter. They quick to say Bud had no resume, but announced Boots as the next boogeyman. Bud don't duck smoke. He is the smoke. Hey, yo, I appreciate that, my brother. Salute. Hey, Julio, man, turn on your camera, bro. Let me make sure you not you ain't on no funny business, bro, before I let you on the panel. Turn on your camera real quick, and then you can turn it off.
It's just to show that it's you.
Yeah, just to show that it's you, Julio. Let me know, bro. Go ahead, Mosquito. Go ahead and respond, bro, before I go to True Gritter.
If you don't have any more questions for me, I'm going to step back into the listen again.
All right, fam.
Yeah.
No doubt, y'all. I'm still here, though.
All right, salute.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
I
before
just
go to True.
I just got, like I said, I just got Crawford stopping Spence. Man, I think at some point Spence gonna get a little over aggressive. Spence is he's the Tim Duncan of boxing, big fundamentals, but
yeah,
he make mistakes when he get aggressive or he come to go through some turbulence or whatever. He make a little mistake and he can't do that with Terence Crawford. Man. He gets it hurt, fight over. That's all I got. Let the next man get it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Hey, yo, Julio, man, if you want to come on the panel, bro, turn your camera on real quick so I can make sure you're not a troll, bro. We be having some wild shit happen on my brother Mac Mob channel, so I ain't trying to get flagged. Turn your camera on real quick and then you can turn it back off. Going out to my brother True Gritter, man. You're live on the tab. Thriller, holler at me, man.
Man, Thriller, the Black Picasso, man. Salute, bro. What's good?
Oh, hold on, fam. Who that, L Boogie?
Let me say something real fast.
Go ahead, L Boogie.
Before you go to True Gritter. Everybody that's listening out here, I want to say that the Thriller Black Picasso show and the Mac Mob show is not a Spence hate show. We just call Spence out on the bullshit that he say and do. That's all it is. If Crawford was doing the same type of bullshit, we'll be calling him out. That's all it is. We hold Spence to the fire, because of what he's saying and what he does. It's not a Spence hate show. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, E3. I'm sorry.
Big facts. All right, go ahead, True.
Hey, man. Hey, your title, man. Hey, that's what led me to your channel. That's what led me to subscribe to your channel, man, because like I said, I was on YouTube, man, trying to figure out how to run a business, man. And
yeah,
I casually scroll and what Crawford's sister said, man, it is so real, man. The hate is unbelievable on this YouTube for Bud. I don't understand. I don't get it. But at the end of the day, we got people like you, Coach Malachi, B-Mac, and there's a few others out there, man, that's putting that realism out there, man, that real boxing facts, man. Like who was that? L Boogie said it ain't no Spence hate channel, but we just gonna call it what it is. We're gonna call it bullshit as we see it. It's a few things Bud do that I don't like, but I'm still ride with Bud, but I ain't gonna like everything he say and do, but shit. As far as what she said, it's real. That's what led me here, man. And I stay here because you putting them real facts out, man. You got them receipts on every show. And nobody on YouTube got them receipts like you, man. And that's the reason, man. They hate you. They copy you. But man, they can't paint them pictures the same way, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, that's just real, man. I just want to hop on. Hey, Letitia Crawford, man. If you out there on the YouTube, man, hey, sub to my guy, man, the Black Picasso, man, and B-Mac, because y'all put the facts out there, man, and y'all put it out there in an even way, unbiased. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to hop on here and say that, man. Like your title, that's what led me to your channel, bro. Like if you was out here on some hating bullshit, I might have tapped in and kept it pushing. But you putting that real out there, and the hate is real because I can hop on these other channels. I can just hop in the chat and be like, man, Bud gonna beat Spence ass. Block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Just on something simple like that, because it happened. You know, I gave up. I don't go to them guys' channels no more. I don't hit their like button. You know, I mean, I don't even watch their content, man, because it's bullshit. If you can't accept a Bud fan, a Bud follower, support, whatever on your chat, on your station, you know, I'm not even gonna give you no views or none of that shit, because, man, it ain't even that serious. This is boxing. You know what I mean? And y'all acting like this is some Jim Jones drink the Kool-Aid Coke type shit on here sometimes, man. Hey, man. So yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here to all the people out here on the chat that's tuning in. That man, everybody subscribe to this channel, man. This is a real ass channel, real
Thank you,
ass
bro.
dude. And I just wanted to come on here, man, and just tell everybody subscribe to E3 Little Black Picasso, man. You doing your thing. Like I said, I'm here. You know, I've been busy, man. I've been driving.
Yeah. I
Trying to handle
appreciate you for tapping in, my G.
I be trying
I
to
know you
handle
be
a million
busy, bro.
things every day, man. But I had to hop on here, man, because like I said, that title what you got is what led me over here, and I've been rocking out ever since, bro. So man, keep doing your thing, man. Keep putting that work in, man. It's
Thank
much appreciated. And hopefully this fight get made, because man, I'm ready to be out there, man. If it's in Vegas, I'm there, man. I'm gonna try to get as close to the ringside as I can, man. Hopefully it gets made. But if not, you know, I'm still follow. We're gonna still make it happen. We're gonna still be on this boxing channel talking our shit, man, popping our shit, man. But I just wanted to get on here, man. Just let you know, man. I appreciate what you're doing, your work on here on YouTube, bro.
Thank you, fam. Salute.
Most deaf. I'm
Hey,
about to
man, let
fall
me go
back.
out tomorrow. Hold on, Steven. You want to say something real quick
Just
before I go
one
do
thing,
that,
because
bro?
it's kind of going to the essence of what the title of the show is today. You
Go
know,
ahead.
out of a lot of these other content creators, a lot of them do a lot of clickbait stuff. Outside of you and B Mac, for the most part, there's only one other person that I watch that I feel like is unbiased, almost through and through. But he's just crazy. He's kind of weird though, but I like him. But there's not too many people that I can watch where I feel like I'm getting a, either they're truly honest feeling with no, over emotions to it,
Yeah.
or flat out being unbiased. 'Cause, we all have fighters that we're fans of. You might have some slantedness to it, but to be honest about it and pull certain things, there's only a couple people that do receipts. Is you, B Mac, and I don't want to mention his name because this is about you. But there's only one other guy that I actually consistently watch outside of you two guys. To be
Okay.
honest with you,
Okay. You could drop his name, bro. Go ahead. You family.
Showbiz the Adult.
Got you. Okay.
He's the only other one that I feel like that shows unbiasedness, but he's just weird though with it. He's funny, but that's it. Outside of him, that's it. But let me step again.
Okay. All right, man. Let me go out to the Mac Mob, man. You're live on the chat. Will you Thriller, holler at me, big bro? How you feeling?
Big E, what's up with you, man? How you feel, my brother?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. You suiting up hurt, Shaq.
Yeah, I'm suiting up hurt, my brother. I'm just suiting up hurt, man. I just came in to show some love, man, to E Thriller, my brother, the Black Picasso. Man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You understand? Make sure y'all do that for my brother, man. Cause you was cooking like a motherfucker tonight, man. Let me tell you something, bro. You was that man. Look, that's why they call you the Black Picasso. Cause that's painting a motherfucking picture. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I got some shit for you too, Mom, but no bullshit. I got some shit for you too when I return to the Mac Mob. You know what I mean?
I know you do.
Yeah. One love, man.
Make
But
sure y'all go sub up to the Mac Mob. Let's get them up to 1,000 subs before the summer, man. Y'all rock with me. You rock with B Mac because he on all my fucking shows. Go ahead, B Mac.
No love, no doubt, my brother. No doubt. All love, man. I want to salute to the panel, man. Everybody up there. I see Lightspeed, Stephen Brimley, Mosquito Spray. I don't know the gentleman with the M, man. I think this first time on here.
That's me, man. That's
Lash Puma.
That's Latch. That's Latch.
Yeah,
okay, it was another then. What's up, Latch? It was another dude that was up here then. I guess maybe he was drop off. He was cooking.
Yeah, I think he dropped out. He won't show his face, bro. I think his name was Julio. Hey, Julio.
No. I'm gonna get on his ass.
You got to show your face, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to say something about that. Julio coming for you. So trying to come for you.
Yeah, he did
though.
Hold on,
for a
y'all.
moment.
Let me just say this, B Mac. Hey, man, you got to have some sort of camera or something on your phone or your lap, whatever device you're on, bro. There has to be a way for you to turn that camera on just real quick and show your face, because we be having some wild shit and that can get our channels taken down. So show your face, and then you can just turn that shit off and come on and pop your shit. But go ahead, B Mac.
Yeah, man. Also, man, I just want to say one thing, man. Like two things. First of all, E Thriller.
Take your time, B Mac. Go ahead.
I need my mic back. Your shit sound crispy as a motherfucker. You sound better than me on my shit once again.
Oh man, I appreciate it, my brother. Hey man, I owe you, bro.
You don't owe me shit.
$150,
Yeah,
man.
you don't owe me shit, man. You sound crispy as a motherfucker with
Thank you,
that
man.
motherfucker,
Long
man.
time coming.
Yeah, man.
Boy,
I
El
don't.
Boogie one too.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna get on him, Latch. Cause see, this some bullshit.
Boogie was good today.
No, he always
No, he
good.
was
What you
great.
mean good today?
Great.
El Boogie always good when he come on E Thriller. Okay. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit from you, El Boogie. Look at this shit. Your shit always crisp when you come on the E Thriller show, and E Thriller be talking about, nah, bro, nah, man, he be fucked up on my show. No, he don't. He always crisp on your motherfucking show. But salute to you, man. I heard what you said out there, man. I appreciate it, man, so much, man. Thanks, man, for the support, man. E3, I ain't got too much to say. You didn't cook it all, my brother. You did what it do. I really came on because I want Julio to jump on the panel because he got a lot to say.
mean, so let me ask you this: do you think I should let him on without turning his camera on? Take a chance.
I mean, did he say it's a problem with him turning his camera?
He said he ain't got no camera. I don't know how that can be true, and we in 2022.
You ain't got no camera, bro. Hey, so, look, all right, dog. We ain't going for that shit.
I wouldn't take that chance, man.
Yeah, we ain't going for that shit, my brother.
2022, people got cameras, man.
Yeah, everybody got a camera on your device, bro. So
if he'd have said how you do it or something like that, then I'd have rocked with it. You know, they show me how to do it. Nah, all that I ain't got no camera. Yes, you do, motherfucker.
Yeah, he full of shit, bro.
Nobody wants
It's all good. He ain't really trying to get no smoke, bro.
Nah,
it is what it is. Go ahead.
No bullshit, man. Douglas Wild, salute to you, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I just
salute
saw
Douglas,
it, man.
man.
I really ain't really got nothing to eat. I just wanted to say, man, thank you. Thank everybody in the Mac Mob, everybody on this panel, man. Anybody that support me and my brother E3, man, salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Man, I'm under the web. I'm really not feeling too good. I just want to say I appreciate it, man. You've been rocking, you've been cooking.
Thank you.
And all you moist ass motherfuckers out there like Julio and the rest of y'all, pull up, man, because you know what, y'all, it is some hate shit. I don't know what Steve been talking about. I mean, Steve always try to play the I guess the weight scales and shit. You know, some people for Bud, and there's some Bud buddies out there. And most people, hey, look, Steve,
He like
I
to be
know
diplomatic.
yes,
like
that's
to be
it. That's
diplomatic.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to be diplomatic about some shit? At the end of the day, you know for a fact that it's 90% of these motherfucking YouTube channels, and especially the big ones.
Yeah.
Especially the big ones that you talk about, be biased as fuck in reference to Earl Spence, and that's fine. They be hating on Earl Spence, on Terence Crawford, and that's fine. And they do the shit for clicks. They do it for money. They do it because it's a hot topic. They don't do both sides. They just do one side, and it is what it is. And your man Biz, come on, bro. He buys for your boy Earl Spence too. I don't understand why you just said that.
I can't call it because I don't watch him, bro.
Man, I was subscribed to all them cats. When I heard that shit, he be saying, "Oh God," I'm like, "Okay, dog, let me slide on over, man." So, one love to y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all cook and do y'all thing. I'm gonna fall back, man, because I ain't feeling too good. But I'll be back on Friday, y'all. I need to take a couple of days off, man, just to get back, man. I done had them long ass lives, and I ain't been feeling good. So.
Oh man, I'm tired right now from last night, bro.
Yeah, man.
Well, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. And then mosquito spray, he gave me a headache, bro. I mean,
why you get a headache?
Cause man, he be, hey, you know how he do, man. Hey, B Mac, I want you pick up somebody named Sonny J. Williamson and look at his professional record back down in 1862. I'm like,
boxing encyclopedia.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, who? Yeah, go check out his fights, B Mac. He had 72 knockouts before anybody even touched him on the left side, and then he had 28 knockouts with his right hand. Nobody could touch the motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, bro, who you talking about, man? Man, I
Hey, man,
can't
I
fuck
always tell
mosquito
that
spray.
nigga B Mac, he one of the very few people I would just shut up and listen to talk about the sport of boxing. Like, I'm not gonna object or anything he
Yeah.
says, because I know he know way more than me.
Yeah, but motherfuckers be asking me questions. Hey, B Mac, what you got? Mosquito spray. What you think?
Yeah, mosquito. Hey, mosquito handle that.
That was back in 1822 when Joe Williams Wilcox was over there. And he came down there and hit him with it. It was a bad chest let cook over there. He caught him on the front foot and they knocked him straight out, man. It was never been seen before. That's where the front foot came from. And I was like, God damn.
Hey, yo, that nigga be having the backstories and everything. He
Man,
telling
that's
about
what I'm
the nigga
saying.
wore before the fight and all kind of shit. I'm like, wait a minute, bro, you know this shit.
Yeah, man. I need to get him and blood in the motherfucker.
Oh man, that would be a hell of a live stream.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. Blood.
Man,
Doing the
shout out to
same
Blood
goddamn
Boxing,
thing,
man.
boy. Shit, blood.
Hey, make sure y'all go sub up the Blood, man. Retro Boxing, the documentaries of Blood Boxing, man. And also, we were talking about adjustments and shit like that. Make sure y'all go sub up to Boxing Gyms if y'all haven't already done so, because he the nigga that's gonna break the shit down. Like nobody can break it down.
That's
like,
another motherfucker.
Like a rotisserie chicken. So if you want to know the little subtle adjustments that Bud make and Earl make or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Go check out Boxing Gyms, man. Make sure y'all sub up.
I don't know how to even do that shit.
That Porter Spence down. I mean, that Porter Crawford down real good, man.
Yeah, he broke down all that shit, bro.
Man, Boxing man,
salute
be
to
doing
Boxing
that
Gym.
same shit, man. He be doing the same shit, be mixing me up. He's smooth and cool with his shit, you know.
Yeah,
you'll see right here that this was a counter manipulation right here.
Yeah.
We grabbed it right there. It was counter manipulation on the front foot, and he transferred the left energy on the back foot. He came over here, came in with the triangle, counter left inside 1, 2, 3, 1, 7, 8. I'm like,
you put the nigga up on game.
That nigga put a punch sheet up on his shit. He's like, yeah, nigga, the jab is 4, the double jab is 8, right crosses are 3, and hit that nigga with an 8-2-5. And I said, you know what? Man, whatever, man. I'm still trying to study that shit, man. But
hey, B Mac, and to that point though, channels like that need more.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
think you niggas understand the amount of time it requires to get the information, just to pass the goddamn copyright shit to do what Boxing Gyms do.
Yeah.
Just fuck what he's saying, just to get past that part, and then the way that go show that nigga some love, bro. That shit, I know it takes days, maybe even weeks to do that shit. Because I try. Every time I try, I get blocked. So, you know, go ahead, man.
Somebody say that how Porter was defeating, punishing Crawford. I always show that. I said, now watch this right here, and you'll understand the guy wasn't getting hit. How his defense is. You know what I'm saying? The man, he's like a genius breaking them fights down, man.
Yeah, I
yo,
agree,
that's his passion, man. That's what he loved to do, man. So yeah, people should subscribe.
Hey, you know what though?
Subscribe and support.
In the chat. Hey, not to cut you off, Lightspeed. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I'm gonna ask Mosquito Spray, and the Boxing Gyms can always come on if you want to break this quick point down. Because I got a question, bro. What is going to happen, Mosquito, if Terence Crawford takes away the jab of Earl Spence? Like, what's going to be his plan B? Could you break that down for me?
Shit, I'm interested too, man, because he does everything off the jab, man. That's his bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Which, like I said before, you know, especially since, you know, majority of the fighters he fights are right-handed, it's very impressive that as a southpaw he's learning that jab as consistently as he is.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And so I do give Spence full credit for that. He has an outstanding jab. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if Crawford is able to take it away, which would be with, like I said, I would think the most way to make the fight as least difficult as possible would be for Crawford to fight Spence, like similar how he fought Victor Postol, because Spence had to have both feet set to get his shots off. You know what I'm saying? He's a heavy-footed fighter. He doesn't work off one foot. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't throw while in motion. He needs to set his feet to sit down on the shots to be effective. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the inside. So if Crawford movement could bother that or whatever, so that's how he could take that jab away or whatever, along with, you know, little subtle things on the inside and working on the inside to smother Spence power or whatever. But if he take that jab away, take the L out of level. Because I don't think Spence got nothing else as far as how to start his offense off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna throw no left hand leads all night or nothing like that, or when have you ever seen Spence leap in with a lead hook? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen him do that shit, bro. That's a hell of a point. Like some Roy Jones shit, I ain't never seen him do that.
Yeah, so he works off the jab. What's up?
Hey, I got a question. It's like my son southpaw, right? And I listen to the coach tell him when he fighting like right-handed fighters, he have his lead foot on the outside of their foot, and then
Hey, hold on, fam. Not to cut you off, Lash. I'm so sorry, bro. Boxing gyms, turn on your camera real quick, fam. I just want to make sure you ain't no troll. All right, bet. Appreciate it, bro. You can turn it off. Go ahead, Lash. My bad.
So he have his lead foot on the outside of a right-hand fighter, and make him use his jab, his left hand as a jab. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll lead with the left hand. So you think Crawford can do that? Like switch up to fight orthodox to do that to him too, to get him off pace?
Well, it's different things that Crawford can do out of the southpaw stance, because I'm a southpaw myself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fighting
orthodox, since Spencer's southpaw.
Yeah,
like he can lead off the right hand. You know what I'm saying? Have his foot on the outside of him. You know what I'm saying? And use his right hand to jab. I had it backwards. My bad.
The most two effective punches against right-handed to southpaw, the right hand lead and the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different things you can do. You know, like say you would, upset his rhythm, then come with your right hand lead, or feint the right hand, step over. If you take the feint, you got to open left hook.
Right.
You know, things like that. But but the majority of the time you're doing that because naturally, most of the time, like I say, it's impressive that Errol Spence lands his shit as consistent as he does. Most of the time, the jabs nullified. You're just basically trying to get your hand above the other man. You can parry his jab and throw your own off of that or something like that, or you block your jab and come with your left hand down the middle or whatever. But it's not easy to land on jab because every time I'm in there, I'm basically with a right-handed fighter, so I have to fight like that every single time. But if I'm fighting another southpaw, different things I can do. With a right-hander, I gotta have both hands up. With another southpaw, I can fight out of the shoulder roll style, things like that. You know, because I can block his left hands with my shoulder and come back like that. But most of the time, you got to fight that way to keep your foot to the outside. That's why you see a lot of head butts and footwork getting tangled up on right-handed southpaw fighting, because they fighting for the outside position.
Right.
But that's it. I ain't gonna wrong too long.
Good point, bro. Hey, man, let me go out to boxing gyms. You live on the chat with E-Thriller. Holler at me, man.
What's good with you, fam? I think it's the first time I've been on here, right?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy, man. I got a few questions for you, my brother, because I know you break this shit down better than anybody. So,
hey E-Thriller, before you get started today, can I say something, please, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Golden.
God damn, Mr. Golden.
I'm only gonna be here. I'm just for a split second, okay?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I only came over here to fuss. Be mad.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Go get you some rest. Get off.
Yep.
I text you, told you.
I'm just.
Don't make me get on this lane. Be mad.
Yeah.
Don't talk back to your elders.
I was waiting for boxing gyms to go and do this thing, and then I was getting off, man.
Okay. Because I just text you and told you there was enough talking. Don't make me get on the lane.
You're right, man. But what happened was
I don't hear nobody know what happened now, because you don't know how to get your ass on here. You go to talking and you don't know how to get on.
Golden, man. Hey, Cole, don't hold him down, man. Make sure my brother good, man.
Yeah,
back in comments.
He's sick. He's sick. I'm going back in the comment. E-Thriller. Don't let it be on here too long.
I ain't, man. I'm gonna wrap this up after boxing gyms break this shit.
All right, boxing gym. Everybody, how y'all doing tonight, fellas? I'm going back in the check.
What I had, I had a pull counter manipulation move.
Yeah, go ahead on. I'm just get back out.
Hey, boxing gyms, man. Hey, I want to ask you a question, fam. Break this shit down for me. So, what exactly is Errol Spence like Plan B going to be if Terence Crawford takes away his jab? The floor is yours, my brother.
It depends on the distance. So, Porter took away his jab, so did Ugas, but they both took away his jab by being inside of it. So if Crawford's inside of the jab, obviously Spence could land all his power shots as well. But if he takes away the jab from the outside, he destroys him. Period. I mean, it's nothing. Spence is not used to leading with power. You'll rarely see him lead with power. So when I mean like lead with a hook, with a lead hand hook or backhand hook or a cross or whatever. So if he's not used to doing it, and you ain't seen it by now, bro, he ain't gonna be good at doing it versus Crawford. And that's it.
So let me ask you this: do you think it'll be most effective for Bud to fight him orthodox or to fight him southpaw, or mix it up?
Same token. Crawford's never fought a southpaw from orthodox as a professional. So, I mean, you best off doing what you're used to doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like changing the shit up. I mean, unless he could, somehow, he's been doing it in sparring all along, and I mean, he spars one of the best probably the best southpaw in the world right now, and Shakur Stevenson. But
hell of a point.
But but does he spar him orthodox and southpaw? I don't know. We have to have the film from the gym and shit. But so I would say go southpaw. I would say that's what he's gonna do.
Okay, and for the Errol Spence fans in the chat, what would Earl have to do in order to win that fight against Terence Crawford?
Cut distance, get on the inside. I mean, cut distance, get on the inside, stay there. I mean, as much as possible. That's basically it. I mean, I think Errol has one way to win the fight, and that's it.
Cut the ring off if he possibly can.
Yep. Close distance.
Maybe a little bit of maybe a little feint and maybe some feints. And he's gonna have to. I think obviously pressure, but definitely feinting and trying to maybe the feinting might set up something, maybe a counter shot of his own. I think it's more than one way he do it, but he don't got as many ways as Bud does. But
man, no, it ain't, man. The outside is out. The outside is out of the question. Crawford got the faster hands and feet, and he got a 2-inch reach advantage.
You
know what I'm saying? He got 74-inch reach. That's true.
I don't think you show pressure,
so,
but
so it's only one way for Spence to get in and try to maul Crawford.
Well, look, it's not a lot of. I mean, when have you seen Spence do a lot of feinting? He's usually just pumping a jab because he's got a volume jab.
Yep.
I
He
mean,
never feints really.
He's not doing a lot of feinting. So again, anything you try to do new is not going to work out for you in the biggest fight of your life.
Right. Good point. That's a hell of a point.
I'm just saying, it's going to be the most skilled fighter you ever fought. You going to try some new shit? All right.
That's a hell of a point, my brother.
Good
point. Hell of a point.
Yeah, I was talking about adjustments earlier. Spence does make small adjustments, but it just doesn't seem like he's making adjustments in comparison to somebody like Crawford because Crawford's so versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford could go or whatever. He could do whatever. Inside, outside, back foot, lateral movement, walk you down, counter punch, lead with power. I mean, you don't see Spence doing all of that. So, but what the adjustments Spence does make are smaller, like Ugas, for example. The adjustment he actually made was literally just stepping forward. Because at the first round, Ugas was on his back step game. The second round, for the first half, Ugas was on his back step game. Then he started to stand his ground and take the shots and counter. Then he started to walk Spence down a little bit. But by the third round, Spence stopped backing up and just stepped forward. And that's how you got the inside fight that you got. So Spence's real adjustment was just stepping forward into the action instead of backing up. It's an adjustment, and it's small, but you know what I'm saying? That's what he did. And it worked. So because Ugas had no Ugas had no adjustment after that for some strange ass reason. But yeah, man, that's how it worked.
See, I think Errol Spence's aggressive nature is going to play right into the hands of Terence Crawford because, in my opinion, we ain't really seen Terence Crawford struggle in a lot of fights. But some of the fights where he had a little issues here and there were against counterpunchers. I don't perceive Errol Spence to be this big time counterpuncher.
He's not.
What do you say to that, Boxing?
Yeah,
Jim?
he's not, fam.
Okay,
He's
okay.
not a prolific counter puncher.
Okay.
Now on the inside, yeah, he catch and shoot, use some head movement and you know what I'm saying, come back with hooks and uppercuts on the inside, but from the outside, especially against southpaws. Go back and watch his fight versus southpaws and tell me how many times you've seen him counterpunch. And it's very rare. It's very, very rare unless it's a counter jab. So what was the other part of your question?
No, that was
That
basically
was
it, bro. I was just saying his style plays right into the hands of Terence Crawford because pressure fighters don't really bother Bud, in my
That's
opinion.
what I was finna say. Exactly. That's what I was finna say.
plays into his
The
hands.
book on Terence Crawford is to let him initiate offense and catch him while he's coming in or counterpunch him after he attacks. That's the book on Terence Crawford.
And that's what Kavaliauskas was doing, right?
Exactly.
At the beginning of the fight.
So was Sean Porter.
Yeah.
So was Sean Porter. So was Jose Benavidez.
Yep, Jose Benavidez. That's the fight I had in mind.
That's the book.
It's like once Bud downloaded that information, man, it's over.
Nah.
But it took some time though because he was fighting another counter puncher.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
Hey, Boxing Jim.
Yo.
Hey, how you feel about like as far as like the best way for Crawford to fight? Because I was saying earlier, like Spence need to be set, have both feet set to get his shots off and be effective. You think Crawford fighting Spence similar how he fought Posto would be the easiest way to make the fight?
He probably used too much lateral movement versus Postal. He was around that ring like a motherfucker. I don't even know if, I mean, honestly, I think Crawford has lost his step since then. I don't even think he could do that anymore. Or if he did, it wouldn't be as quick. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he needs to do that either because it makes it easier for Spence to cut off the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, Crawford was always on the ropes or in corners while he was circling. And Spence has quicker feet than Postal. And like I said, I think Crawford lost the step since then. So, he might get trapped easier like that. But if he takes the subtle the subtle steps back and the subtle back shuffles and shit like that, like he did against Porter, I think he'd be in a much better position, especially how he was angling out versus Porter. Like he would make small, so a special thing about Crawford is he makes small little foot adjustments to angle out when he shuffles back or steps back. So he's always at an angle to throw either that hook or to line you up for that uppercut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, from the southpaw stance. But I think how he fought Porter is just right.
Yeah. Okay, right on. I appreciate it.
Hey, Boxing Gyms, let me ask you one more question, bro. I don't want to have you on here for too long unless you're chilling. But what do you say to those individuals that come on your channel saying Terence Crawford can't fight on the inside? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate his inside fighting?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, Terence Crawford.
Hey, damn, who's a 10? Like,
I can't
give me an example of a 10. You know what I'm saying?
James Tony.
Oh, yeah, he's probably about a 7 or 8. 7, 8.
7 or 8. Okay, on the inside.
Yeah. Nah. So I got what you say, Mac Bob?
My bad. I'm sorry, Box. I was like, I was wondering when my damn moist meat had for mosquito spray. I was going with that one.
I thought
you couldn't wait to say that shit. Go ahead.
I thought back page money instead.
Nah, not the back page. Nah,
so he waited to say James Tony.
Yeah, he couldn't wait to say James Jones.
Yeah, so if James Tony's a 10, Crawford's about a 7.5. Look, I've broken down Crawford's inside game, and I showed him do some fucking marvelous shit on the inside. So, people that say you don't have no inside game are crazy. Now, do I think Spence is better on the inside? I do.
Yeah.
But the problem is, so if it's a majority inside fight, I favor Spence to win, but the problem is, you in there with somebody that knocked out the last 9 opponents he had, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he can't crack in that motherfucker. So it's not no foregone conclusion that Spence gonna come out of that. But if he does, I favor Spence. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Shit, you done answer everything I wanted to ask.
Yeah, if he can walk through that shit,
Oh yeah, if
I
he could
don't think
walk
he'll be
through
able
it,
to.
yeah, if he could walk through it, then yo, it is what it is. But I don't even think he's gonna get there. That's my thing. That's why I picked Crawford, because I think Crawford's gonna be able to control distance.
Yeah.
And pick them apart.
Do you have Crawford winning by decision or by stoppage?
So before it was by decision. Now I can see it either way.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let me brought in real quick, man.
Go ahead, B-Man.
I got to bow out. I got to
Yeah,
take
we're
some
about to
medicine,
get
my
out of here
brother,
anyway,
man.
bro. We've been on here for like 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Boxing gym and mosquito spray, and y'all just took all the goddamn show. Well, I can't talk because I don't know shit. Nah, I'm just fucking around. Hey, man, you know I love you guys, man. One love, man. This is great boxing knowledge, man. Because
yes, sir.
Now I get to know shit, and then I take that shit with my shit. You know what I mean? That ain't my lane. So when boxing gyms, when them Earl sexuals and all that other shit come over, them fanboys, just send their ass over to me, because that's my lane. I can tear they motherfucking ass up.
Man,
all that school shit.
Yo, it's hard. It's hard to argue with film, bro.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter, because they gonna still want to argue. That's why I say send them on over to me and E3.
That shit don't matter,
Yeah,
bro.
it don't matter, because they just want to argue any goddamn way. I argue with your motherfucking ass.
They argue with receipts.
Yeah, with receipts and shit. You had one in the chat. Shit, man. But hey, look, E3, boxing gyms, mosquito spray, Steven, dragon leg. Oh shit, I said that dragon leg right there. L Boogie, latch, light speed, man. One love to y'all, man. I got to bow out, man. I got to bow out, man. Get some yeah, man. My head's starting to hurt right now, but one love to y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all go hit up E Thriller, the Black Picasso. Hit that like and subscribe. My man, Boxing Gyms. Hit that like and subscribe, man. And one day, man, I'm gonna be on y'all level, man. Watch. One day I'm gonna be on y'all level, man. And then I'm gonna put the debate. I'm gonna put the debate joint up there. I'm gonna challenge E3, mosquito spray, and Boxing Gyms at the same time. Y'all ain't gonna want no smoke.
Hey, B Mac, I'm gonna tell you right now, what we're gonna break down. It's gonna be me and you. We're gonna talk about Sugar Ray Leonard and James Toney at 60.
You know what? You know what? That's the next discussion.
Oh, that was a fight right there.
See what I'm saying? Nah, man. Hey, one love, man. If y'all out here listening to this shit, man, do y'all see this mixture of people up in here, man, on this panel, man, with all this knowledge, man? Y'all can't find this shit too many places than what you see up here that's on this panel, man, with these guys up here, man. Honestly, man, you can't find this real type shit up here, man. So salute to everybody on the panel, man. Fotex, I'm not signing moist at all. I'm gonna tear your ass up when I get healthy. I see you in the chat, motherfucker. I got your ass. I told you to behave one time, but man, I got to go, man. One love to y'all, man. This the Mac Mob, man, and I'm out, baby.
Appreciate you, my
Get
brother.
well, brother.
Man. With that being said, man, let's go ahead and wrap this show up. We've been on this bitch for like 2 hours and 17 minutes, man. Going out the boxing gyms, man. Closing thoughts, my brother.
Oh man, I just wanted to say, I said I listened to the whole show tonight, fam. Appreciate you for having me on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
And yo, keep coming with the receipts, bro. I'm tired of hearing this narrative bullshit all over the YTBC, fam. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
they not helping boxing at all.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying. And I'm all for the sport. So, yeah, like I said, appreciate you for having me on, bro.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you for coming on and answering everybody's questions on the panel, fam. Salute. We learned a lot tonight.
All right.
All right, man. Salute. All right, man. Going out to my brother L Boogie. Closing thoughts, man.
E3, the Black Picasso.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to say thanks for having me on the panel, E3. Really appreciate you giving me a voice. I want to say salute to you. Salute to everybody on the panel. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, man, everybody out there, share, like, comment, subscribe. You know, we got to keep the sport thriving and keep the sport alive, man. You know, when y'all want to hear real boxing talk, unbiased boxing talk, you know, you want to have relevant topics, you know, come join the show, because this is where it's at. Man, another great show as usual.
Thank you, bro.
You know, it's always great, man. You know, it's very good. It's very good to do. You know, the sport needed, like I always say, man. You know, man. You know, shit. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. 3, I'm out, baby. Salute. Like I say, y'all have a good one, man. To see you next time, bro.
You too, my brother. Shout out to my guy, L Boogie, man. Going out to Stephen Brimley. Closing thoughts, my brother. Hey, yo, Steve.
Sorry, I had to turn the mic on, and
You good,
I'm
bro?
still at work, man.
Yeah.
Great show, man. Like everybody else is saying, man. Definitely support the channel. Spread it out in the groups. Communicate with others, because you get one of the best things about this is you got a forum. No problem. You have a forum to be able to speak your piece, and no, most others don't give you that. And I gotta admit, tonight was a night where we had a pretty heavy agreement today. E, don't you think?
Yeah, I know, right? Ain't that some shit?
So
First time for
I
everything.
need to put a bow on this date. I'm a screenshot this date, because you say we never agreed, but yeah, it was a solid show, and it was a short and sweet one, man. I wish I could hang out a little longer with you guys. So, I'm gonna be up pretty late tonight, but I appreciate you for having me as always. Listen, shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chats. I gotta look and see who the people who are talking junk, so you know who to give smoke to. And listen, if y'all in the chat, man, jump on in, man. You have a forum here to be to speak your piece, and that's one of the most beautiful things about this. So, man, everybody appreciate your support, and keep it going, baby. Stay original. Don't be like the rest of these copycats.
Appreciate it, Steven, man. Salute, fam. All right, going out to my boy Lash Puma. Closing thoughts, man.
All right, good show like always, man. I gotta find something to do while I'm at work. Keep me.
Man, my bad, bro. I'm tired from last night, man.
I don't blame you, man. But look, I dropped the IG in the chat. You didn't see it. The real Brandon Davis, #1. The real Brandon Davis, #1. So y'all gonna follow my little man. We got a fight this weekend. Like I said, we're still training for the Nationals in December.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop all the video for you, man. And I appreciate you and B-Mac giving the support and the love for him.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
This we said he wants to do, so I'm gonna have that for him. And y'all, look, I'll make sure I'm gonna keep in touch with y'all, because y'all can be my commentators.
Yeah, already.
And L Boogie, man, you did a hell of a job. So I'm gonna give a shout out to you. If you want, you should just tell E3 to go to sleep. You handle the show tonight, so I can stay up.
Yeah, the way he was cooking shit. Let L Boogie run this bitch.
But I'm gonna go ahead and fall back, man. Get up out of here. One love to everybody.
All right, one love, man. All right, going out to my boy Lightspeed, man. Closing thoughts, bro.
Hey, yeah, there's not much to be said, man. This shit was legendary. So yeah, man. Everybody already said it, man. Yeah, I just wanted. It's an honor to be a part of it, man. It's always great to hear boxing gems. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just sat back and listened, man. Y'all had to show that shit was entertaining as hell, and to get those receipts was dope.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna say the same shit, man. People keep the register ringing, man. Support the real ones, man. That's how you bring it up. And yeah, shit. We support enough shit. Maybe E3 and Mac be able to quit their jobs, man. Keep
man, hey, that'll be a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I
that's
support,
the
man.
goal, my brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks for letting me be a part of that, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support too, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up.
Yeah.
All right, man. And last but not least, going out to my brother Mosquito Spray, the boxing encyclopedia. Closing thoughts, my brother.
Yeah, appreciate having me on E3, man. Had a good time,
yeah.
Salute to everybody in the panel, in the chat, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, man. Become a part of the E-Thriller, the Mac Mob, Boxing Gym. You know what I'm saying? Love Boxing, IOTBA. All the real ones, man. And everybody stay safe, man. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Take it light.
Already, man. Shout out to everybody once again that pulled up on the panel, man. I really appreciate your love and support. Shout out to everybody that sent me a super chat and a cash app, man. Donate to the channel. It goes a long way, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the Playback Gang, man. Until next time, we gone. Holla.
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.